Okay, so we're back. We're live. And as you can see, the title of this video is Messy Stilettos. Cause bitch, I don't really wear boots that often. So I had to title it Messy Stilettos. So I'm back. I'm waiting on the person that I told that I was gonna come back into a new live and be a little bit messy to come back into the chat because I have a messy question. Okay, girl, yes, we back. Hey, cool gamer, we're back. Hey, Sean, babes, we're back. So the name of this live is Messy Stilettos because I really hardly wear boots. I don't really wear boots. Oh, I already know what I want my thumbnail for this video to be. Let me go find this shoe. Ooh, let me go find this shoe. Oh, child. So last night I was somewhere where I ain't have no business being, and I actually hit the subscribe button because I felt like that 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 live was gonna be interesting, but they was talking about something more so on another level that I really did understand, simply because the picture where I had on the black dress that I just showed y'all, that picture, that is me receiving the Star of the Year award at one of our banquets. And so this person was over there and they was talking Masonic talk. And I was like, oh, okay, we here. Dang, TC, you got to come back, girl. I got to ask you a question. Shoot. I'm looking for this daggone shoe. I need to find this picture. Hey, what you cooking, girl? What you cooking? Child. Child, look at it. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. What you cooking still? The girl won't come back in the chat. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell regular pill? Didn't I tell y'all? Tell that girl she need to come back in the chat because I got a question for her. Now, how in the world I'm gonna be messy if she ain't in the chat? I need to ask her a question. Dang, shoot. Don't I see it's 7 people watching. Oh, she said purple hull peas, hot water comb. Ooh, let me tell you something. Now, what you cooking? It sound pretty good till you got to that last part. I don't know what it is about me, but when my mama used to cook that, I used to say I want to go to McDonald's. Oh, okay, TC. I just want to ask you one quick question. I just need to ask you one quick question. Ah, shit, I might make that other list too, child. This question. I don't know what it was. I know what it was. Now, if I'm not mistaken, um, step do those are that is that pork neck, or do they make other neck bones? So it's like a It's not the vein. It's not a vein. What you call it? Um, dang. It's the part. It's like a It's messy. It's the that vein. You know that vein. It's a vein that be in them neck bones. And see, it's not that I'm not a pork eater because you put a pig feet down and the pig feet got that same little. I don't know. It's the texture. It's the texture for me. But I don't know. I wouldn't eat that when I was a kid. And when I was a kid, they would have had to fix me my own little side something to the side. I have to have my own entree, cause that's just how I was, honey. They would be playing with me. They'll be having me sitting up to the dinner table. They be like, if you don't eat this food, you ain't getting up to that table. You're not getting up from that table until you completely eat all your food. And baby, I outdo them because I'm gonna sit there all night long. It don't matter. We can play this game. You want to play this game? Yes, girl. I loves me some pig. Ooh, child. But do you want to play this? We can play this game all night long. It do not matter. So y'all, everybody finishing their food. I still be at that damn table all night until somebody come and tell me take your ugly ass to bed, and that's it. Like you ain't finna force me to eat this shit. Don't no. Mm. And that's when I was really really young. I have memories all the way back to I was like 3 years old. And that's so crazy to me. I have memories back to I was like 3. And um my family they be tripped out because I be talking about stuff from way back then. And they be like, well damn. But I remember. I do. I remember. So TC back in the chat. Yeah, girl, it's messy, girl. It's messy. I got a messy question. Cause I was talking about last night, I ain't had no business. And as soon as I heard the girl say what she said, I went straight to goddamn looking for this person's channel. And when I found their channel, I found that they was live. So I had went on in the damn live and I was like, oh shit. TC a moderator over here. Hey sister. Oh, okay, hold on. I seen my sister in the chat. I was like, "Hey, girl, what girl? You a mod over here? Okay." Oh, that got my baby Rose Bennett. Hey, boo. Oh, girl, nah, I can't do them chitlins. And I just started really can't. I started caring for liver a few years ago. I could do a little liver every now and again. I just have to sometimes pretend like liver is cube steak or some something like that. Cube steak, the cube, foods have combinations. Let me let my guest on. Hold on, y'all. Let me put up my banner. Hold on, let me put up my banner. We gonna put up them pretty titties. I don't think they're covering the whole thing. Is that
Enough.
is that you?
It is the one, the only TC, HBCU Queen, sister.
Okay.
They covering
So
enough. Thank you.
okay. See, they big. They were big. They were big enough to cover up the screen, girl.
Yeah.
So listen,
Ooh-wee.
TC.
Okay.
Last night, what's that last night? Okay, so last night I was in somebody's chat and I was in the bushes. A lot of times I be in a whole lot of people chats. and I be in the bushes, it's very rare for me to just drop down. So I
Okay.
said, let me oh, I heard some just piqued my attention. And so I said, ooh, let me go and see if I can find this person's channel. Cause I've been hearing a whole lot about this person. And this person is supposed to be, a significant part of my organization that I love and adore. So let me go find this person and see what the hell they be talking about. And so last night they was over there talking about, the organization. But what I heard, what I wanted him to be talking about, he wasn't talking about it. What they were saying, he was saying was that he had text messages and pictures and proof that someone has been lying and saying that they're a part of the order and they're not a part of the order. So that's what I actually went over there to listen for.
Hmm.
But he wasn't talking about that. So do they got proof? Not, I don't care. Cause like I always say, it's really no way that we could tell whether or not a person is an actual member of the Order of the Eastern Star. But had that lady been over there trying to mess with this man, this woman, man, how him and his wife did some stuff on the channel indicating that they had some stuff on somebody over there.
Mm, well, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like his second time, maybe third time, um, going live. In a period of like weeks, sometimes.
Hmm.
No, I haven't seen an interview, or if that's what you're talking about. No, haven't seen anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen.
think it was an interview, but they were saying that he had text messages from an individual saying that they wanted to put it on him and that um
Mm-hmm.
they had proof that the person wasn't. I see they had proof that the person wasn't actually in the order, but I don't really know what that's supposed to help nobody with. I mean, maybe it's because uh, who beach friend? I'm talking about the girl who had did the domestic violence thing. We had first started doing Patreon.
Mm. Hey, Rose Bennett, Miss Miss Pennsylvania. Yeah, I don't know about Patreon and all that other stuff.
Oh, no, you don't. You probably wouldn't know about that,
Uh-uh. I
but
don't. I don't have anybody's subscription to Patreon. I don't. I don't have. I'm not even. I haven't joined as a member to anybody for 99 cent, 2 cent, $1.99. Nothing. Nope.
so TC,
Hmm.
the girl that be over there doing the list over there, I don't even know what sector they supposed to be in because I remember them being a whole, they was a whole part of the Pettyville. But is she trying to holler at that man?
I have not a clue.
You ain't seen that.
Mm-mm. I
Cause
don't.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting cause somebody said him and his wife supposed to be putting out some text messages and stuff like that. So I
Um,
said I was gonna subscribe. And then, I really like listening to the brothers talk about things that have to do with the order and stuff like that.
mhm.
Cause a lot of times the sisters are not gonna get on here and talk about it.
Right, right. Well, let me just say this. I'm a moderator for that person, and I was for our cook, and I was introduced to him by Beach, and this was when like there was maybe two,
Okay.
three, four people, five at the time in his chat, and I want to say honestly, as far as somebody that breaks down that Bible and has a gift. He has a gift.
I saw that last night.
And it is, and I I you listen, when you come from Generation X, we come up in a time where there was Christianity, there was Reverend Ike and the
Mm.
Reverend Divine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know Reverend Divine.
Yes, I know Reverend Divine. I know his grandson. They all here in Philly. Punk. Yeah. The
But
moon.
oh, can we talk about that for a minute?
No, hold on. Let me just
Okay, go
finish.
ahead.
Let
I'm
me
gonna let
finish
you
my thought.
finish.
We came up with the Muslim movement from the Muslim movement from the ones that are here in this country, the ones that converted to what they do over in Muslim countries. Then you have the Hebrew Israelites, and we had, listen, us in the 70s, and we grew up with a lot of different types of people. But I'm gonna be honest, and then the little thingamajigs in between, the 5%ers, okay, and all of those, the born equalities and all that good stuff. So I've been around all of that and overseas all of that. And then the Divine Nine, and then the fraternity sororities, the
Yes.
professional organizations, and then our order, and then of course other organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this gentleman, Bar Cook, by far, bar none, Creflo, none of them thingamajigs have nothing on him. When he gets in that realm and he starts to talking about that Bible, he's got it. He's got it. I went over there and I listened to him. I had a lot of questions. We talked and talked because I had some questions about some stuff that I witnessed. And he was able to put things in proper perspective for me. And I'm still on my journey with a lot of things, and in our order, when we're talking about you know the Israelites, we're talking about Solomon, we're talking about a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep, and oftentimes, if you don't have someone that can ground you in it, you will find yourself in a cuckoo bananas. And
Baby.
okay, and a lot of people go cuckoo bananas, and so it's not. So our cook was that kind of person, and he was fair in terms of the roles of women, roles of men, and then he updated it, of course, with the LGBTQIA kind of thing. And he was very clear on his position, but he was also very clear on the position of the creator, and we cannot tell the creator what to do. The creator tells us what to do. You
Mm-hmm.
see, and on and on and on to the break of dawn. So basically, I'm not going to bore you with all of that, but I'm just saying that we came up in that generation. We came up with all of those people, Father Divine and Reverend Ike, the Moon, in the Moon people, all of that kind of stuff. And we know some stuff. We know where the dead bodies are buried, and oftentimes I don't. I look at some of these guys, some of these women, and I'm like, okay. All right, you don't really know what you talking surfacey stuff, but this our cook was one that I really appreciated because he's really really deep. Now, of course, any and everybody can get caught in a lot of stuff. Hey, we all human beings. Perfection is reserved for God, but I liked him for that. Period. And I still like him for that, and I know he's gonna get back to that, and that's what I go in there for. And if he's not doing that, then I'd moderate as usual.
Sean S. I don't know who DVPSA is. I don't know them peoples. And you said I think that's the same man and is saying, oh, okay. See, yeah, that's what I heard. But okay, so listen, Chad. Look, I want to ask y'all something, and I don't know if I actually spoke about it on my channel before, but if you have heard of Father Divine, put a one in the chat. If you have ever heard of
Father.
Father Divine, put a
Mm.
one in the chat. Okay, okay, okay. Cause he the one. who was a very big influencer of those people drinking that Kool-Aid. Now,
Yes.
that he that's who he strived to be. He strived to be Father Divine.
Hmm.
Now, when I, got a whiff of Father Divine, I was very shocked in, what the people were doing now. Like,
Woo.
it was amazing to me that during that time he was co-mingling with all the people. From what we see, what they show us, and at
Hmm.
this time we wasn't it was a divided situation. But as you could see at those big old fancy dinner parties he was throwing, everybody was there.
Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody
But what
from
I
Mount.
didn't understand was, how did the first Miss Mamas come back? So listen, the okay, so from what I understand, the first wife, she didn't actually die. She came back and was reincarnated as the white chick. Am I right?
Yes. You know what? Yes.
Yes, no sex. And look, your
Mm.
husband is not your husband. Your husband is your roommate.
Right. That was your business.
So
That was a business partner.
yes, that's your business partner. And your children is not your children no
Didn't
more.
know. No.
Your children is ran by the village.
Right. The village and the people that are in charge of the estate, the village, are not you. Is some other folks.
Yes. And
And
do
then,
y'all know they still around?
um, in terms of the organized organization that they had, no, but
Not in that
but
essence,
they're still around.
but
Yes,
they're still around.
absolutely. As a matter of fact, they just redid the Father Divine Hotel.
Whoa.
It's just been, yeah, the city finally, here in Philadelphia, the city finally got it redone. I don't think it's like all floors. I think man, the hotel was absolutely marvelous. I mean, back in the see, this is why people, when they say that black people didn't don't have anything,
That's
didn't
a
do,
lie.
ooh, that's why I'm saying, like, we're okay, okay, but black people, listen, this guy had a whole hotel. You should have seen this thing, magnificent. The stuff that they took out of there, it costs more. Listen, they had to take stuff out of there because in order to replace it or to fix it, they would have to go overseas and get half the stuff, and they couldn't afford it.
Listen, when I
Yeah, we
heard
heard of
that,
Reverend Knight. Hmm.
yeah, I heard of Reverend Ike, but when
Lord,
I heard that Jim Jones went and spoke to him, and he had his he built his cult similar and around Father Divine, I was like, oh, this man has some real influence.
absolutely,
And then
absolutely. Because we listen. Come on, now, Scarlett, you already know that when you're in the order, we're not seen.
mm-mm.
So you would be surprised who's behind things. You really would. So, but oftentimes, because people don't know what the order is, they give their power away to people and to things that are not even. It's not even so.
Nope.
They don't. You don't get it. So the people misspeak. They speak out of being uneducated. Number one, emotions. Number two, number three, out of fear, and just trying to find. I guess trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
So
trying to figure it out.
trying to figure it out. So they on the wall. Let me throw this on the wall. Let me throw this on the wall. What's gonna stick? But people who are in power, let them continue to go through. Hey, might as well keep hitting your head on the wall. Eventually, you gonna have your head is gonna crack up open.
As a past matron, the thing that used to trip me out was when we would get new members, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they used to get fixated on power, you know.
Oh yeah.
And so basically, from what I've been hearing, it seems as though that's the position that this person takes. So I already seen her kind before or whatever. So basically, it could be one guy, and he could been on ran through every chapter. And I
Mm,
just be like, child, what in the hell is y'all doing?
that's true. Mm-hmm.
What
That's
is
true.
you?
That's true.
But oh yeah, so that's the only. And sometimes when I hear things on the YouTube streets, it kind of make me mad because I have been in a position as a word. I've been a worthy matron,
Oh
and I've
yes.
been on the
Yes.
grand chapter, and I worked in that order, and it just be pissing me off because I be like, mm-mm. And for a long time, I was kind of like, I don't care, like if the person say that they are a part of the organization, then there's no way that we could tell that they are, because it's not as though we're all reporting to the same location or the same order. It's so
Hmm.
many different. You got your
Some
dang,
affiliated, some not.
yeah, you got your, and then you got like um damn, Prince Hall.
Mm-hmm.
You got it's so many different umbrellas that they could fall up under. And
Right.
when they was like, duh, they had a convention and she wasn't there. And I wasn't either.
Exactly. I
I
get you.
wasn't either. Hey,
Listen.
it's some people down the street from my hall that they don't come to our stuff and we don't go to theirs either.
Right. Understood. Mm-hmm.
Maybe, somebody on their grand chapter might attend, buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's not how that works. And it's the same for all the sororities. And you know your sister, and you gonna speak to them on the street. I speak to my sister all the time on the street.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When I see my sister TC, I be like, "What's up, sis?"
That's
And I
right.
throw all my little hearts in the chat,
Amen. That's
and I
right.
know what they stand for. I know what they stand for, and I have them girls in order, don't I?
Yes. A what? A what? Well, you always have though. Like you always have. I just put it there.
I
I
have
put it.
them girls in order.
Absolutely. 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 That's what I like. That's
And
what I like. Everything in order. Here's what. Let me just say this, and it goes to the messy. Okay, we all have a little messy. We all have a little, shade throwing, all of that. But let me just say this: what I'm not gonna do when it comes down to my commitments in certain places, not gonna happen.
mm-mm.
Period. Point blank. And I stay. I've stayed true to it just regularly. So, but also when it comes to my commitments in my in in my commitments, then
I get it.
yeah, no, you're not gonna no nobody on in these YouTube streets. I don't owe nobody anything. I don't need to explain anything to anybody, etc., so forth and so on. To be perfectly honest, I always take a position. Grown folk are grown, because and perfection is reserved for God. I
Hmm.
am definitely not perfect, so I don't throw any stones at nobody because I already know. And I tell people, as soon as you throw stones at folk, be mindful because it's coming back to you. Everybody gets a turn.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a turn.
And honestly, I try. That's why if I'm cut somebody out, they're probably gonna be Karen with her bitch ass. But
Right,
I
right.
try my hardest to kind of stay out of the mess. I am one of those type of people that really can't stand a bully. And if I
Hmm.
feel like you being mistreated or bullied, every now and again I might put my toe in the water for a little bit. But my
Right,
channel it has been reserved for to have fun.
right.
It's four of us in the chat right now. So that don't break my heart none whatsoever. I got an audience. That's all that matters.
There you go.
But
That's true.
hell, it don't been times I don't been in here and talk to myself. But I always get some people on the replay.
The replay is a beast. The replay, no joke.
So
Yeah.
I get it. I try my hardest. I try and be um as you know, I'm not biased. I'll say that.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I pick and choose my battles. If I feel like it's something, and like I told somebody earlier today, if you know you got a person who can't stand your ass, how do you ever know that they talking about you if you ain't going to see what the hell they saying? Because I can't do that. I cannot
Right. I got you.
go and listen to nobody dog me out. They talking over there to their audience. I don't know what the world they talking about.
Right. I
And
got you.
Sean, I'm the same way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But everybody have a great imagination.
How about that? A lot of folks have a lot of imagination and for a variety of reasons on a variety of different topics. Um, yeah, I've like I said, I've had a couple of encounters and it's all good though. It's a learning experience. I will never. I didn't die because of it. I definitely didn't
Mm-mm.
lose any weight because of it. I probably gained a couple of these thighs right up in here, but it's all good because my queen loves it and she like this gray ass hair I got. So she calls me a skunk. That's what I am. I'm gonna let the skunk hair grow the hell in here. You damn right I am.
Baby, wait till
Okay.
I start
The
growing. I don't
boom.
know it. Y'all ain't gonna never know it, cause baby, she gonna throw her on a good wig.
Oh, see.
She
Hey
gonna throw her
Naomi.
on a good wig, and she gonna keep moving.
Do your thing. But see, that's what I'm saying. Look, everybody, all of us,
Hey,
we have to
Naomi.
express and do our thing. Only reason why I do this is because I thought that, coloring my hair was the way to go because I wasn't liking the gray, but I've been getting a lot of rewards for my my little skunk hairstyle. So
You know, it,
yeah.
it look good on y'all. Oh, but speaking of generations, okay, let's talk about generations because I have to always tell the baby boomers this. When I'm speaking and I hear the baby boomers and they talking about I'm old. My thing to them is that you blessed.
Thank you.
This is how I see my generation, right? My generation, I'm 74,
You
not
what?
of age.
You're 74.
N- I'm year 74, not of
Oh, I
age.
know that's wrong. Because I knew I was older than you.
No,
Girl.
baby. I'm 1974. That's the age. So basically, I tell my nieces, they think they got one up on me or whatever sometimes.
Mm,
And I'm like, baby, let me tell you something. You don't know nothing. I said,
mm,
until you could talk to me about when the TV used to go off, then you can't tell me nothing. You can't talk to me about nothing until you
right.
could tell me when your mama used to say, you'll put that TV on channel 17. It wasn't a
Mm,
remote control. You
nope.
can't talk to me about a thing,
And the national
sweetheart.
anthem came on. Remember?
Yes, the national anthem would come on, and after that went off, it said,
That's it.
"Peace."
Turn that, because that noise will make you go nuts. You turn
You
that
better
you
turn it
turn that
off.
off.
And I told that to a baby boomer. The baby boomer was saying, I'm old. I don't know nothing about the computer and blah blah blah. I'm like, girl, shut up.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, I said, you remember you used to call your granny and she'd be on the phone gossiping, and you have to pick zero, and you didn't have touch tone, so you got to put your finger in that little hole and push that zero all the way. You got to make sure that zero go all the way up. Cause if not, then you got to hang the receiver up, and then you got to try it again.
Try it
And
again.
when
Right.
you hit
Right.
that zero all the way up,
Mm.
somebody gonna get on the line and they gonna be like, "Operator, how may I help you?"
Party
And then
line.
you say, "Listen, I'm trying to call my grandmother. Her phone number is 404-555-5555. She been on the phone for 4 hours
Yes,
and I
she
can't
has.
get through. Can you interrupt this line?"
Right. Right. Can you interrupt the line? Right. Right. You could interrupt the line.
I said, "So listen."
Well, here's what I say, Scarlett, about being, because I'm 52. But I will say this: there's no little millennial that can work me under the table. They can't work better than me. They
Mm-mm,
can't screw better than me.
mm-mm.
Okay. Right. They can't. They don't have game better than me.
Nope.
They can't speak as well as I can speak. They can't go to the boardrooms because don't nobody want them there. They can't really even go in the hood on the corner
Cause they
because
don't know how to act.
they too scared. They punk little pussy knuckles, okay?
They
Now,
punk.
right, they punks. Now, see, I see. First of all, like these internet gangster Joan. I'm not with it. I'm face to face. That's how I do what I do. But the bottom line is that they can. I tell them, especially when we go down for homecoming at North Carolina A&T, because I've been, it's been told, of course, I've been hearing it. I haven't graduated from any colleges or universities, but okay, two, not one, but two. And when I attend my homecoming in Greensboro, we tell the young people, have several seats. Young people, the grown people are here, and we teach them how to party.
Listen.
Most because they don't know how to party. They don't know how to socialize. They don't even know how to get on the floor and have a good time and dance with each other and things of that nature. They don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to do anything. That's a shame and a crime. So when we go down, we have an absolute ball. Okay, these are like anywhere from the 40 on up.
Mm-hmm.
45 on up
Mm-hmm.
is on and pop, pop, pop. And the brothers and the sisters, let me explain how my brothers that I'm used to, because like some of these little nookers here in the manosphere and all the way that they talk to women and things like that.
I
I'm
don't
not
go
used
over there.
I'm not used to men talking to me that way.
Mm-mm.
And I'm in the LGBTQIA, and I am the stud. I am the dom, but I am still not. And my male friends will always say, "We love you, TC, but we the man and we got you." And I'm like, "You got it, brother. Hey, you got it. I got you. You gonna That's right.
Oh, I got another ask.
Open
I
the
got
door
something else
for
to
me
ask you.
and my open the door for me and my queen. Pay for me and my queen. You're damn right. Open the door and treat us like what we are exactly. You're damn right.
So look,
That's the way
CC.
we're supposed to be treated, not being talked to any kind of way, called bees and hoes and things of that nature.
I
That's
don't like
unacceptable.
that. Ain't
Unacceptable.
we ain't gonna do that.
Nope.
But look, TC, I got two TikToks that I want to talk to you about, right?
TikToks.
So I look at I go on the TikTok sometimes.
G-ho. Yes.
So
Yes.
listen,
Yeah.
I was on TikTok the other day, and there was a millennial on TikTok, and the millennial said, "We don't know how to party. We don't know how to party." He said,
Mm.
I went to this party and it was some older cat. He was like, it was some older cats at this party. And when I walked in the door, they were like, come on in, young blood. Over here we got all this food laid out. Come on, get you a plate, get you a plate. And then after I had fixed my plate, the man came back and said, here go the liquor table. He said, it's all kind of liquor on the
Okay.
table.
Okay.
All kind of liquor on the table.
No doubt.
He
No
said,
doubt.
I didn't leave that party until 7 o'clock that morning. Cause we were
Yes.
dancing all night long. I
Yes.
said, yeah, cause we like to party.
Hey.
Hey.
What? Hunty. And let me tell you something. Whatever it goes on there. And ain't nobody coming back talking, doing the uh. No.
Look at the
No.
chat.
I see. Jiho. That's right, baby. That's right, Naomi Toussaint. That's right. There's ain't no homecoming like a Jiho A&T homecoming. And that's right. October the 28th this year. 2022. Actually got some folks going. Got some people from the YouTube streets that are gonna be there. But it is what it is. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I can't wait. Yeah. Grown.
I didn't finish college, but I'm not
Listen,
embarrassed.
that's right
I
because
had a good time though.
that's all right. Listen, the only thing you have to do to qualify to be an alum of A&T is to have gone there 6 months.
Oh well, hell.
Seriously,
Well, Albany State.
that's what I'm talking about. No problem. Open it, no doubt.
Okay, so the second
This
thing,
party's at MC. Yup, MC Square. Yes.
is I saw a TikTok and it shocked the hell out of me. And if I was on my laptop, I would show it to you. But when I saw this TikTok, because you are of the community, I
Mm,
just knew it was a whole fucking lie. I knew it was a lie. It had to be a lie.
okay.
Damn, I wish I could share this video. Okay, so when I saw the video, how can I share this video? Jesus. I'm gonna have to go on my laptop. And it's dead as a doorknob.
Mm,
I saw this video, and on this video, if I had not read the caption, and my charge is not in here, but had I not read the caption, I would have thought that I was looking at a man. So I need for you to explain to me the procedures of becoming a trans man.
I don't know.
So I mean, cause see, I can kind of understand trans women, right? You gonna go and get you some implants. I don't know how they do the genital area. I don't,
Okay.
but
I've seen an operation. I've seen the operation on how they take the penis and then they take the
inverted.
yeah, yeah, right. They invert it. There you go.
Okay, so okay, I get that part.
Right.
So then, what? Okay, so the caption read story time about the one time I went to jail as a stud.
Okay.
And so when I saw this person, when I saw the person, they had when I saw this person, they had let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna figure this out. When I saw the person, they had I just looked at this person, right?
Hmm.
And so when I saw them, I was like, oh, he
That's right.
that's a handsome guy, he
Hmm.
real handsome. And then I started listening to the story. And I was like, see, this motherfucker is the kind of motherfucker that'll make you kill them.
Why? If they don't tell you, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So listen, okay, so this the story. The story was that they got arrested. And when they got arrested, they saw a female correctional officer. And they was like, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. Look, can I talk to you about something? And then the female correctional officer was like, yeah, you could talk to me about anything because you'll be surprised of the things that we hear. And so she was like, they trying to put me with the men, but I'm a female. I just they don't patted me down, but I got on my scrap.
Oop.
And so she was like, okay, come on. And took them into another area. And I guess they took off the scrap and then they put it in a bag. And then they put her with at the time, put her with the females on the
Mm-hmm.
female side of the jail. So that made me think. I was like, so now that you done trans man, do you go if you go to jail again? How would you feel being on the male side now? I guess I mean you not committed to being a full man now, so that wouldn't matter, right?
It shouldn't. Like, you swinging and banging, you supposed to hanging in.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
But when I saw the video, TC, I after I saw this video, I said to myself, I said, see, this is this motherfucker right here would probably end up getting killed. First of all, I feel like it's a choice, right?
Right.
And I feel like a person who's in my position, because I love the male, I love the physique of a
Right.
man, you know. But you don't went and did all this to yourself because I don't know how they transition from a stud, because when I did, and this is just my thought, I might be a little ignorant, but when you discover in your life that you said that you're a lesbian and you prefer to be with women, you go through a stage. I feel like you go through stages, right? So in the
Hmm.
beginning, you might be a little tomboyish, and then you might go into the stud phase. But see, this person, I could look at, I could tell a stud. Okay, yeah, that's a stud. I see, that's a stud. But this person I went through this whole process, and it's very undetectable that this used to be a woman. Very undetectable. And,
Undetectable. Okay.
and I don't know, like, what they do with the genitals, what how the genital part would be. But I think that if someone approached me and they, like I said, they look like they never was a woman in life. Look like they've always been a boy. It looks like I always been a boy. And they approached me and we go out on a few dates, and then all of a sudden we go to talking, and then they say, well, after you done, because see, I'm a girl, I put my feelings into a whole lot of stuff. So we go into these little feelings because like I said, I'm real marshmallowy. And then you say I'm trans man, I will be pissed the fuck off
Well, I think that person should have said that from the beginning.
from the jump, right?
Right, not no 2 or 3 dates in. I mean, because they could be suave bola, and then yeah, your feelings would start kicking in, and you start bonding a little bit. So as soon as you hear that, then it may change you. Some people it will change, some people it won't. They'll be like, all right, so when you
No.
getting the rest of you, like we can
I've
when can we
seen
make
that.
this official? If you a man, that when can we make this all official for real, for real? So different
I've
people will
seen
see it
that man,
differently.
that
You what?
trans man. Okay, so look, y'all, it's a trans man. It says that they have a FTM bottom surgery, It says that phalloplasty creates a penis and a urethra to
Right.
stand while urinating. We use tissues from the forearm of thighs. We do this in two stages.
Okay.
And that's metaloplasty. It takes your existing genital tissues and make it longer, turning it into a defined phallus.
Yeah, the phallus. Okay. To a penis.
Okay, so look, it say can the phall- phallus plasty get erect? It says
Right.
compared with a
Uh,
okay, so it says that the neopenis cannot become erect on its own. After a period of recovery, a person can have a penile implant. Okay.
mhm.
And I did, Sean, I saw that trans male that had the surgery. I did. I saw that. Well, who had the baby? I'm sorry. I saw that.
Who had the baby? Right. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. It might kick me off. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Still sound like,
Yeah, you do too.
really?
Yeah, I think it come from me going out. How do I do this? I hate when this happens. What about now?
Sounds great.
Okay, so I just muted and came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
sounds great.
okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go and get my laptop, and I got to show y'all this video.
Oh,
I can't. I ain't gonna live without it. So let me
all
get
right.
my
I'm gonna get my
charger.
cord. Hold on.
Yeah, let me get
Yeah, I'm gonna
my
go get my
my.
charger too.
I'm going to get my charger for my laptop because I'm gonna show y'all this video. Ciao. Yeah, Sophie play too much. What you want? Leave me alone. Y'all just don't know I love Sophie to death. To the point that where I didn't even discuss Sophie in my earlier video when I was talking about my double mastectomy. Sophie was my implant baby. When I got my implants on February the 14th, 2018. And Sophie was my Valentine's Day gift that year. I don't even know why the hell I got a damn doll for Valentine's Day. Cause I couldn't take care of Sophie and take care of myself. Okay. So I'm back. Okay, y'all. I'm waiting on my laptop to come back.
Okay, I'm back.
J Don, what you want?
Jay Don, what's the matter, girl? You better get it together.
J Don heard us over here talking about trans men. She came over here to make sure I ain't being homophobic. Don't goddamn call the police, J Don. I ain't being homophobic. I'm just trying to learn.
Jay Dunn is trying to heal. Okay.
Yeah, how you doing, J Don?
We gotta make sure Jay Dunn get right. Don't be playing around, Jay Dunn. Get it together. Heal.
I hope you doing better.
That's right. Get yourself together
You
and
a
strong.
mess. You feel bad, J Don? No.
She what?
She said she still feel bad. So, Jadon, I got a question for you. So you said your doctor said that you could still go out after 6 days. Okay, you said I'm better now. I went back to work today and I'm fine. Okay.
So,
So
mm, do you have?
go
Are
ahead,
you taking
proceed.
antibiotics? And are you still? Are you coughing? Like, how does that work? Take any antibiotics? Do you have to take any medication at night? And
Oh, Jadon, can you hit the link so I can ask you some questions? I want to ask some questions.
yeah, it seems like it. Asking lots of questions here.
I'm nosy like that. Oh, she. Hold on. Let me put up my banner. Hold on. Put up the big titties.
Look at them kahunas.
As long as you don't ask me no questions about the trans man.
Oh no.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna ask you anything like that, Jadon.
Oh, okay.
So Jadon, when you found out you had COVID, how did you feel?
Well, this the thing. I really don't. I can't pinpoint when I first started feeling bad because earlier that week I was feeling sluggish and fatigued, but I thought it was because of that time of the month. So after I went through that part of the week and I was feeling worse and worse, and then my throat was hurting. And I
Mm,
talked to one of my friends on the phone, and she told me to do the rapid test. And I was like, girl, I'm scared. I don't know if I want to. But she was like, you need to do it because it's better to know whether or not. And so I did. I took that home rapid test last Sunday night. And that's when I got my positive test. But that's the thing. I first started feeling bad like the Thursday or Friday prior to that Sunday.
mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. I don't know if that was just fatigue because of my womanly time or
Mm-hmm.
if it was COVID symptoms. I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did your doctors advise you of what type of medications you should take during this
Yeah.
time?
The main thing he told me was to take NyQuil, DayQuil, and Theraflu. And so that's all that I did. drinking plenty of fluids, sleeping a lot, and doing the night quill, day quill, and therapy. And I did all of that. Like I went back to work today, but I work from home. But I actually today was the first day that I didn't feel like laying down all day because like you get to this point to where your body ache and then you're hot 1 minute, then cold the next minute, hot 1 minute, cold the next minute. Like whenever you cough, your back hurt so bad when you coughing. And like today was the first day that I felt like sitting up all day. Because all them days that I was sick, all I did was lay on the sofa all day long.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, y'all, I got the video. Hold on. So look. Well, how I'm gonna do this? Oh, I'm gonna mute myself, y'all. Hold on 1 minute.
TC, what video she trying to look at?
The
Um,
video from TikTok.
good question.
Uh, you sick too, TC? You sick?
Yes, I was. Yep.
Okay,
You
I could
had it
tell by
too,
your voice.
TT?
No, I had an upper respiratory virus infection. Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
just coughing and coughing. It was terrible. I wasn't achy or anything. It's the coughing and
Mhm.
coughing that stuff up though. But my doctor, you know what, yo, my doctor. Let me tell Scarlett, you would love this guy. He was nice, slim, brown
He
skin,
fine.
had locks and everything. He went to Xavier. He went to Xavier. He's from New Orleans,
Hmm.
and Howard Med School and Brown Med School. I was like, okay, look, I got me a new doctor and everything. Young buck, about
Wait a
36,
minute, he can't be too young now.
30. He's 36.
Oh no, I can't do him. He too young.
Oh, okay, that's good. You have standards.
Scarlett, if you deal with him, you might as well deal with me.
I'm
See
on
now,
mute. I'm on mute.
Jay Don,
Huh?
I don't want no girls.
No, but me and him the same age is what I meant.
Oh, okay. No, no, no. I'm 48. Oh, I just realized I was 48 yesterday because I've been telling everybody I'm 49.
Uh,
Lord.
yeah, if he 36, because I will turn 36 in September. So
Oh,
he the same
cool.
age as me.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's good. 36 and everything. That's good.
Mhm.
Nice age. Nice age. Nice
So
age.
you're a what you said September?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo.
All day. Good God.
Yeah, that's why I was just watching this whole Dovey thing because when she first started planning it, I thought about going. But that really is my birthday weekend and I didn't want to commit to anything on my birthday weekend. But
Right.
now that I'm seeing all this mess unfold, I'm like, I'm so happy I didn't even touch none of that. Cause that mess been crazy
CJ
all
Don, now
day.
we finna fight
Why?
because you say you've been watching this from the beginning, right?
Uh-huh.
So what fault do you see in this?
Like if I have to put the blame on somebody is what you mean?
No, I don't want you to blame anyone.
Well, all I see is that I felt like Dovey could become overwhelmed. The reason why I made my decision not to even really seriously consider was because one day I was on her panel and the young dude, Rico the Brat, was threatening talking about if I showed up at Dovey's thing that he was gonna try to fight me and all this kind of stuff. And Dovey allowed that to fly. And it really ticked me off because at that time I was really serious about going. Because I mean, Florida is just right up the road. It ain't like I
Now,
gotta
do
go.
you actually think that he was gonna show up?
Well, at that time, somebody was talking about sponsoring him. So I don't know. But my point is, Dovey couldn't even control that type of setting. And I'm like, the nerve of you to really think that I'm going to show up here and you can't even control the people on the panel. You can't even control the people on the panel. And it's not Dovey's fault. But at that point, I knew that she would probably get overwhelmed by this because she didn't have control of what was going on with the panel. Now it seemed like she wasn't in control of the business aspect of everything, making sure that people paid on time. I feel like she is in over her head. And I saw that coming whenever he was able to just say crap like that. And I'm like, come on, as a businesswoman, Dovey, you shouldn't even want him to say anything like this because that's going to turn off people from coming to support your event.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, y'all, I'm up here on the panel twice. So look, y'all. J Dunn, you can mute yourself because you said you didn't want to talk about this. But I'm
Oh,
gonna mute this phone and I'm gonna show y'all this video, okay? Hold on.
This is
okay.
funny.
Now, now y'all cannot tell me that this is not a dude. Oh shoot, I can't even hear y'all.
It's not a dude.
Oh,
It's not
this the
it's not
trans
a
man.
dude.
That's the trans man. Okay. Okay.
But
Why is
Scarlett,
I'm on mute?
I have I have several of my friends who are trans men, and you would not be able to tell that they used to be girls. So I'm not shocked by this at all.
So, see, my question is to you, Miss Scarlett.
I'm like, no, I gotta really talk to you for a minute. So she was like, what's up? I was like, look, I got a strap on. She said, what you talking about? I said, I got a strap on, like, good. You know what I mean? So she was like, what? She was like, listen, no matter what you say or tell me, trust me. And here we didn't seen it all. I said, well, she said, a dildo. I was like, yes. She was like, oh, okay. She's like, well, look, I'm gonna give you this bag. Put it in, go in the bathroom, and put it in the bag, and I explained to the officers. Man, I came out there, they was looking at me funny, and I was like, I want to go on the girl side, I want to go on the boy side. Well, at that point, they knew, so they put me on the girl side. Anyway, so she said, when you get released, I'll give you the bag, right? I said, I don't even want it, shorty. Just throw the shit out. Just throw the shit out. It was mad embarrassing. So when I was getting released, she's like, yo, Nelson, yo, yo, yo. I'm like, yeah. She's like, here with the bag. I'm like, yo, I just don't. She said, nah, man. She's like, I know them things be costing a couple of dollars. I ain't want to do that to you. I was like, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. I think it was more embarrassing because she was pretty and I was probably going to try to shoot my shot. But, yo, that shit was mad embarrassing. Mad embarrassing. Seriously. Yo, all right, y'all. Another story time. Y'all want a story? So y'all go. One time I got locked up as a stud. For those that are just
Okay, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, it looks like. Wait a minute, you said I don't know. That looks like a exactly.
Well,
Let me
how
tell you.
come it can't be that the doctor who performed the surgery is a doctor that folk need to go to then if they want, I
They
mean,
need to go to that doctor, right?
I'm just saying, go to that doctor and call it a day and say, damn, good work. The Midas touch.
Uh-oh, let me hang this up.
Yeah. Don't be hating on the creativity.
Girl, look, I'm not hating.
Don't be hating on the creativity. And just admire the finished work of art.
No, I'm not hating it at all. But when I saw the video, I didn't read the overhead,
Uh-huh.
what it said over top. I
Right.
didn't read that. So basically it when I looked at the person, I was shocked because I was like, wait a minute, y'all gotta be lying to me. That is not no, that wasn't a woman. No.
You know,
No, Sean S. No. Cause
I'm telling you, if the beef sector wasn't so ruthless, I would bring some of my friends up here for an interview for you to see. Like especially, y'all know Sir King played my football picture to death on his channel. It's
oh,
so many of them girls that I played football with that's trans men now, and they look like men. They look
so
like men.
so let me ask you this, Jadon. Have they actually told you the procedures?
Yeah, I have one of my best friends right now in Atlanta is transitioning. Most of the time, whenever they decide they have to go through a gang of counseling, like there is a procedure where you have to meet with this therapist and you do that over the course of several months in order to make sure that this is the decision that you want to make because it's an irreversible decision. Once they go through the counseling phase of things, then they can actually start taking testosterone. The
mm,
testosterone is given to them in shots in which they have to take the shot. I think it's like, I don't know if it's a daily basis or a weekly basis, but they have to take it. And that starts actually putting more testosterone in them, makes their voices deeper, makes them a little bit more muscular and bulky. And then after that, that's when they determine if they want to do a top surgery or not.
And
A few of my friends have done the top surgery, which is a double mastectomy, a voluntary double mastectomy where they get the breast cut off.
I've
And
had
then
that.
yeah, and then once they decide to do that, then the last step of it is bottom surgery. I have to say that none of my friends have gone through with the bottom surgery, or at least if they have, that's personal, so they haven't told me. But that's pretty much the steps to the procedure. But it takes years for them to become like that man right there. I would say that man that been transitioning for probably over about 6 or 7 years.
yeah, yeah.
Because the testosterone, it actually changes the facial structure. I know I just said that wrong as hell, but it changes the way your face is structured, and it
Uh-huh.
helps you to grow the hair on your face.
Right.
Mhm.
And I guess it helped with bell pattern baldness. I was just playing.
I thought muscular his muscular system was well defined, kind of like
Yeah.
what Jay Dunn said, that it takes, that it takes time to do that. Yeah, so I saw some of the definition
Mhm.
in his
What
upper
most
body.
people don't realize, the estrogen in us as women is really what makes us soft and fluffy,
And fluffy.
tough. Yeah. But
Right.
that estrogen, once they take those shots regularly, slowly, they start getting more lean and more muscular, and a lot of that soft and fluffiness that most women have, because they are not producing estrogen like that and taking the testosterone intentionally. All it's
Hmm.
doing is sculpting and defining their body and their facial features.
Right.
Have you ever thought about doing it, Jadon?
Absolutely not. I love my puss.
I'm just asking.
I have a question for you, Scarlett.
Go ahead.
I might as well go ahead and we can always be messy too. See, pop, pop, bam, bam. Right. So I would like to know, why do heterosexual people think that just because a person who is in a community is being friendly to them, that it's always like somebody trying to come on to you guys?
I never think that. So you can't be that broad with your question. So I can't answer that for anyone else.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because one of my closest relatives, they were in a very long term relationship with another female, and it was like, normal. As
Okay.
you know, I'm in Atlanta. I was just kidding. I can't stand when people be like, Atlanta, that's where all the cat. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You just took the words out of my mouth, Scarlett, because I was just about to say, if Scarlett was them type of heterosexual women that think everybody is trying to hit on her, then she couldn't go to Lowe's, she couldn't go to Home Depot. Ain't nobody gonna be able to help her take her groceries out the car at the public, because it's a lot of more masculine women that work and they are nice. They have to be nice.
But
So
Jay Don, I see Atlanta on a different spectrum as well because, I lived in Atlanta a majority of my life, and so when people they come to Atlanta and they're from other areas. I think
Mm,
y'all also see it as your world. You see what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of times on the internet, I see people saying, Atlanta full of gays, but I feel like they had to come from somewhere, and I'm not always around or see gays everywhere I go.
mm.
It's certain
Right.
sides of the city that you go to, and that's just what's there. But like, I honestly don't know what's going on in my community because it's none of my business. But I can't point out who's who. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
mhm.
But
So
I was asking not because of you, because I don't think of you in in that manner, but I do still say that there are a cadre of heterosexual men and women who it's always this undercurrent, explanation of some sort, or thought thought processy. And I just, I know the heterosexual people that I hang around. Sometimes I have to like really get them straight. Like, boo, I wouldn't even move
you're
my.
not even nothing I would look at.
I
And
would be like,
listen,
I say to them, boo, I wouldn't even move my bowels on you.
oh
So stop
child,
flattering yourself. Yeah, because you're not even in my ish of people. You dig what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't choose you
The
if you was the last thing on earth type shit,
Dig it.
right?
So
No, the best response is, "Girl, have you seen you lately?" Absolutely.
right. You see what I see? Because
Right.
my
Like,
four
no,
eyes
don't
see
flatter yourself.
my four eyes see something totally different. I get you, Jay Dunn. I'm gonna have to use that one because I think folks be overly flattering on themselves. Some heterosexual women, yeah, and it's like, just because a gay woman comes around and is possibly, hey, how you doing? What's up, girl? What? Hey, how you doing? We still, blase to the blase. Don't think, don't don't take it out of context that the person wants you or anything like that. And that's all I'm saying. I'm that's my whole thing.
I think
That,
my biggest gripe with that is that you cannot compliment. Now, I think for me to just be friendly, nobody thinks anything. But if I try to give a woman a compliment because genuinely, oh, that's cute, I like that, then that's whenever they think that you're trying to flirt. And it's like, no, girl, I'm trying to give you a compliment about your shoes, or I'm trying to give you a compliment about your hair, or something like that.
mhm,
But
Honestly, I feel like in those circumstances, like you guys said, those people are just, overly confident in themselves to
And they
where they
don't need
feel
to
like
be. Most of
they
them.
they can get any and everybody.
99% of the time they can't. They can't even get the ugly duckling men that they want. You know what I'm saying? The little fart parts that got big old bellies that look like I'm not going there. But anyway, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I
Mm.
have this really good friend, and she's actually married to a woman. And whenever they have events at her home, because she throws some of the best parties. I'm not even gonna lie, she throws some of the best parties. And I go to her parties, but I don't be thinking none of them women want me. And honestly, I don't know if I look like I'm unapproachable, but I think I'm a really cute girl for the most part. Shoot.
You know what?
I be trying, and I don't know, maybe I'm unapproachable. Sometimes I can be unapproachable to heterosexual men too.
Hmm.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I
And then talk to your heterosexual brothers, because every time all women don't want them in between them. Like,
Now, see, I can understand that, TC, because I have seen situations where I know for a fact that this is a lesbian woman. And no matter how fine you think you are, sir, it does not mean that she wants you, okay? That's not gonna change her perspective on what she wants in life. So I get that. I really do. Because I've had them too. They can think
yeah.
they fine as hell, and I don't even want them. So
Ooh, it's like crazy. It's what do you think, Jadon?
well, I agree. When men do that, I think that they just like a challenge or a chase, but
yes,
that's where they are misinformed because you could chase and challenge yourself all day long. The answer is still going to remain the same. Um, for me, I just be like, sir, I'm not interested.
do
That's
you
as
get
simple
that
as that.
often, Jadon?
I do. I really
Mhm.
do. And I'd be like, sir, I'm not interested. And like I have to really be stern, sir, I'm not interested. And then if they still bother me, then I'm just going the other direction. But a lot of the times I think that I got that, especially like what TC was saying, like whenever you are out with your partner, to them they just see two pretty women.
Right.
And they do not realize that there is a relationship dynamic going on. You know, I guess that's something that they can't even comprehend. Or sometimes they are so egotistical that they don't even give a damn.
That too. Or they feel like, well, maybe I can, maybe I can be of some use to one of you, something.
Mm,
They want to be helpful. Mm.
right. And it's just like, no.
I really think it's unfortunate, but I often find that in the black community, the whole topic of sex, sexuality, relationships is so pitiful. To listen to people, and how they think of themselves and what they think of themselves. And when they go to, like, when people come to my family reunion, I tell them, listen, if you like somebody, let me know, so that I can let you know if that person's with it or not, because I don't want to have a McCoy's, I don't want one of those family beefs going on
The
because
Hatfield and McCoy.
Hadfield and McCoy stuff, right? You understand what I'm saying? So before you go, doing your adventure, science project, first ask the person that brought you there. There's an order to everything, and it's unfortunate that number one, we don't see order. We just want to do what we want to do, and
Hmm.
then the stinky behind people that walk around smoking my dusty black and mild, stinking up and smelling like skunks all over the place, and then you have sex with that person and you do all kind of stuff with that person.
And now we fine. Cause you ain't gonna be coming for my cousin. And you used to be my friend.
Okay.
You know what? I never, when we have our like
Ugh.
family reunion, big functions and stuff like that, I never invite my friends.
No.
Never. First
Well,
of all, most of my friends are already married, so
mhm.
I already know that ain't gonna go down. But when I was much younger, I used to. I found that out really quickly that it's very bad to invite your friends to those type of family functions because you assume end up without that being your friend.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of stuff I don't go for when it comes to my family. You
Understood.
know, I
Yeah.
grew up with I grew up with like 23 cousins, and in the summer, we would probably all be at my grandmother's house, and we might fight one another, but we'll kick everybody else's ass.
Okay. Right.
So
That's
that's
right.
the family dynamic that we have.
I got you.
So Jay Dunn, earlier today, I was talking about somebody who I know that you've had a beef with for a very long time. And do you think that you ever make the list?
Um, you talk about criminal necklace?
Her, yeah,
No, she not. Well, I don't think she gonna put me on there.
because she hates you that much.
Yeah, but not only that, she got to back up a lot of these lies that she done told y'all. If she said that she got papers filed up on me, then she can't be putting me on no damn list.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
that's the crazy thing because I made her stand in her shit probably about 2 weeks ago on Sir King's. They had her over there, Sir King and Lemon had her over there doing this big interview or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I clicked that link and Sir King let me up. And I was right there on the same platform. Now, clearly, if she done uh put papers on me and all this kind of stuff, shouldn't I be in jail?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Sean. Is when I tell you that Jay Dunn is the worst of the worst. I be like, girl, leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. The hell? God damn.
Jay done be laughing her butt off too.
It'd be funny to me. Cause
Jay
if
Dunn,
anything, she need to put her own self on the list for them junkie stunts that she pulled when she was driving on the revoked and suspended license in 2019.
damn.
Now that's a junkie stunt.
Mm,
Why she
mm,
need to put herself on there?
mm,
Lord.
mm, mm. So petty. So,
Messy.
so
Junkie
petty.
stunting.
Oh,
but but if your question is, would I ever make amends with her? Absolutely not.
oh, I know that will never happen.
No.
From what I see out of you, Jay Dunn, you just as worse as me. You don't ever forget. And so you're gonna hold on to it to the end, and not only to prove things to others but to yourself.
That's that is correct, Scarlett. I'm telling you, that's correct. It's a few people on here that me making amends with them would legitimately be me saying that what they said or did was acceptable,
Right.
or that mistreatment towards me was
Was
acceptable,
acceptable. And
and
see,
it's
I'm
not.
the exact same way. Like, once you done did it, we could never be cool again. So yeah, you can hang that up.
Hmm.
That's me all day.
And that's the bottom line. With
Mhm.
her, I never. Even with Brianna, I tried to be cordial with Brianna probably about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. But her and Criminal Neck was thick as thieves, and they want to come at me. So now that y'all ain't friends and y'all separated, divide and conquer, bitch. Divide and conquer. Y'all divided, I'm getting both of y'all bitches.
Oh, wait. Okay, so listen, yeah, y'all know I be over in Pizarro bushes all the time. And when she be saying certain stuff, I be want to hit the link, right? So last night, the topic was Kimmy and the receipts that she's supposed to have on Brianna, right?
Mhm.
So my whole thing was, I don't ever think that Kimmy was actually she actually wanted to be Brianna's friend. I think that Kimmy actually went over to Brianna's platform so that she could actually sabotage things for her, simply because she had brought up the interview on Sean Bradley's Patreon with the domestic violence situation. Do you agree?
I don't.
You don't?
I actually think, for me, I feel like it was nothing but a clout chase with Kimmy being cool with Bree. I think it just so happened that they became as close as they did, but I think that it was more so a clout chase. Now, I will say that Criminal Neck will hold a grudge. I believe that. Um, but at that particular time, when she started hanging out over there, it was a lot of, good content and things going on over there in Pettyville. And I
Okay,
think
I
that she
heard
kind of
that.
just I think she just got in where she fit in. You know, I mean, because for her to be against Brianna would mean all of Pettyville to be against her.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Where is this going down there, Sean? Hey, natural chick. Look, she said, girl, what y'all think about this virtual slumber party that you purchased tickets for?
Hmm?
What? I
Criminal
ain't heard that one.
Criminal Net got that. Y'all ain't know that? That
No.
she don't have a
Damn.
yeah, that's
Oh.
gonna be her version of like a doe vacation, but she doing a slumber party where people could buy the tickets. But all I'm saying is that she probably trying to steal credit card numbers. She
Ooh,
might wind up with y'all's identity. Y'all might have another light bill up in y'all name the next day.
Oh
Ain't no
shit.
telling what's gonna go
I
down.
don't I don't watch her, Sean. So basically, this is
Mhm.
gonna be a panelcation.
I,
Child.
So who would be? Yeah. So folks would be coming up on the panel. Anybody? And was it like anybody? Jay
No,
Dunn?
you gotta
I think
purchase
it's her
tickets.
members. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think it started with her members, but yeah, you have to purchase a ticket for it.
Oh,
And
okay.
my assumption is she probably gonna try to go the Zoom route, kind of like how Sean Bradley be doing his Zooms and having everybody up there for hours at a time. But she
Okay.
gonna go this route with a slumber party, which anybody that will trust Kimmy to be doing a slumber party to go to sleep around that bitch.
Yeah, how much is it, Sean? Yeah, this my birthday twin.
Who Sean S?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sean S be over there on my channel. She be catching some of my replay.
Oh, you don't know the cost? Okay. So maybe it's for her members only and she released the cost to them. Girl, natural chick said it better be $1. Look, girl, you
But
you
a
lying to
dollar.
me.
You know what? Natural chick, you mess.
She said, I'm assuming it's no more than 20 or 30. Like, okay, so I'm gonna sit up here and we're gonna play on the Zoom all night with our pajamas on.
But don't
Even
we do?
even
Isn't
after
that?
that, your phone died, you get tired.
But my thing is, ain't that what people do every night up on YouTube?
Every night for free.
But it's pajamas now, you know?
But we don't look. Okay, y'all know that I'm a part of Sean Bradley. I've been a Sean Bradley supporter for a good while.
Hmm.
Way back before the blackout. Do y'all remember the blackout they had here in Atlanta?
Yeah, I went to the blackout. I went to the blackout, and I
Yeah.
went to the main event when Justin
Did
J
you
only
go
had
to
a
the
handful.
main event? Girl,
Yeah,
that was bald headed.
I went there.
How
It
many
was
people were there, J Don?
Now I will say maybe about a good 40 people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the venue was just so big that with
They went to
everybody
the main
scattered out,
event,
it
right?
looked empty. Uh-huh.
They
No,
went to
no.
the
No, it wasn't at the main event. It wasn't at the main event, like that arcade thing. No. It was at some other venue. It was like in Midtown. But it was a nice little venue, but when you only got like 40 people and everybody is scattered, some people is over here at the balcony, some people at the smoking section, some people this, then it did look empty. But I would say it was a good 40, 50 people.
right now. You is having a pajama jam right now for free.
Hmm.
Right, Naomi, right.
For free, girl. I ain't charge you. Oh, let me put my cash out.
Okay, for real.
Hey, look, but no, I've been following Sean for a good while now. And we had a Christmas party. I mean, I've been on his Patreon. So I say, for the most part, if I divide the $5 by how many days in a month, how much did I pay for that? Less than $1. Georgie, yes, I been a side eye forever. Those was the days. See, let me tell y'all something. Basically, what we see today on YouTube, it's been going on for quite some time now. If
Mhm.
you've been on YouTube as many years as myself, sometimes I almost get a little embarrassed about how many years I use YouTube as an entertainment application. But hell, I was a part of MySpace too.
Okay. MySpace, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I tell this
Right.
generation
Yeah.
X, excuse me, Jadon. But that's what I tell them. I've been in this world long enough to where I was here before the internet and after the internet. I've been here when we used to make those little origami letters and pass them in class. We didn't text message anybody. I think I had a beeper and a sidekick. What, y'all don't know shit about this life. So yes, I've been here. But when I
Yep.
first started being on YouTube, y'all, it was the same fucking thing. The only thing that was different was that you could not go live. You
Right.
could not go live. So what you had to do was, and girl, this is Tina, one sexy Tina versus Big Cuz. And what they would do is they might go and do a video and cuss that bitch out for a whole hour on the video and upload that bitch. And we be waiting for the response. When Big Cuz gonna respond back to Tina? We got to hear this shit now. We got to hear this. And then here come Big Cuz. Big Cuz come in and she'll
Hmm.
go to hell off on Tina. So this has been going on for years. This
Hmm.
has been going on for years. Sean shut up that party line. I could never get down with that. Y'all remember it used to be
It was a yeah, that party line was a beast.
I couldn't get down with that. What
Yes.
it was, Yahoo. No, I know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was just all them people in that chat. Oh, but what about the thing where you can call the telephone number? Is that, wait a minute, are you talking about the chat version or the telephone version? Because it was two.
Like the matchmaking part.
No, well, no. Well, I think they used to be doing a little matchmaking and they used to be on there all
Yes.
talking and partying at the same time. But see, my life was so full during that time. I ain't have time. So I never would call in. I never would call in.
Hmm.
Because I never had time. Because
Right.
I had somewhere to go every night of the week. I was out there. See,
Ooh.
one thing about my teen years here in Atlanta, we had a club called Sharon Showcase, and it started out as a teen club. And you could not be in this club if you was over the age of 18. You could not be in this club. So you could be 15 to 18 years old, and they didn't serve alcohol or anything, but they had all the good music that you can booty shake to. So that was me.
Hmm.
You know
That was
what?
me. I was at
15,
the
16
showcase.
years old. 16.
I was at the showcase on the weekend. I wasn't on a party line. Nope.
Mm.
I was at the showcase. I tell my mama I want to go to the showcase this weekend, and can I have my allowance? And I would go
Uh-oh.
to the showcase. I mean, they had the wicker chair with the y'all remember that little wicker thing that be on the wall? They had the little wicker chair with the picture man taking the pictures and everything. It was like the real club.
Yeah, it was. I
I
remember that wicker
enjoyed
chair though.
myself.
That wicker chair is old as dust, dirt. I like that Nokia. I want that Nokia too now. Don't forget, Naomi. Don't forget. Remind me of that because I love a Nokia.
Okay, Sean Ed said they had Club Tiffany.
In Jackson. Oh, okay, for teen clubs. Okay.
Yeah, and that was the time. And then I think by the time I had graduated high school, they started having like, it started being all age. But they had stopped the teens from coming and it became like a adult club. Because I guess we were the alumni, right? We kept going.
You know what? Alumni. No, you would just insurance was too damn high.
We kept going.
It was just too high.
But yes, those were the good old days.
Hmm.
So that's why I say, I think that my generation, as a latchkey kid, president, we did real good, and
Hmm.
I feel like at this point, this day and age, you cannot give a 7 year
Ladies.
old a key and tell them don't open this door for no motherfucking body. Or when I get home, beat your ass, cause they ain't even gonna know what damn key at. They gonna lose the key.
Hmm. Okay.
So it's a real huge difference. I see that now.
Huge. I like the Club Tiffany's and the Palladium. Yeah, we had a Palladium in New York, but
We didn't
y'all,
have.
I'm getting ready to take it in. It's 10 o'clock.
You know what, TC? I really did enjoy you being up on my panel.
Thank you for having me,
I
sister.
really enjoyed you participating in my little messy ass. It's a simmering mess. It ain't a full fledged mess.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
appreciate you because I had another question to ask you too. But I'm gonna leave that alone
No, you might
because
as well go ahead, get it all out the way.
And
Joyce,
Scarlett,
Mm,
before you ask your question, I'm
yeah.
going to drop down as well. But it
you
was
have a
great.
wonderful night, and I appreciate you, Jay Don.
Yeah, it was great being up here with you guys. I
Yeah.
might, the next time I come over, I'm gonna make sure I have me a bottle of wine
I
so that
don't
I can
drink.
pour me. Well, I just feel like I'm in the presence of the adult.
You are
Oh
So
because you
yeah,
want
because
to do
we like to party. We like to party.
too.
you know, it's just like whenever you be with that one auntie that'll buy you a beer. Like,
Okay,
let's have a
We
beer.
likes to party.
you got that
Yeah.
I
one right
swear
there.
Beyonce made that song for me.
Yes.
But yeah, but thank you for having me. I'm gonna drop down as well.
You
Stay
welcome, and I
strong.
hope you
Okay.
get better. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, thank y'all.
you
Stay
Okay.
welcome.
strong.
So TC,
Yeah.
it's been some time. When I think when you left, I left. So what happened?
What happened with whom?
Joyce.
In reference to what?
Well, I mean, cause you was an intricate part of her chat. I used to like to come over to the chat because I could get my knowledge over there. You know, it's
Mhm.
certain chats you go to for certain things. And then one day I went over there and it was like, what TC?
Look, here's the thing. Life happens, and people in your life for a reason, a season in our lifetime. So,
I
you
get
know,
it.
it is what it is.
I heard that one before.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. It's all good, and everybody goes where they need to go and expound and expands. So, I just, as I have my time with the people that I have time with, when I don't, if I don't, and we part ways for whatever reason, I hope that the good stuff stays, and whatever bad stuff or whatever misunderstandings can one day hopefully heal, and then keep it moving. It's all good.
Yeah, cause I can honestly say I was not I don't think I was like an integral part of the chat or the channel,
Sure you
but
are. Yes, you are.
I probably behind the scenes I ain't know about it, but
Mm,
but I started to see things for what it was, and I just had to walk away from it because I felt like it was getting a little weird, and it had a whole lot to do with um the last situation before they actually kind of
hmm.
faded off in the sunset.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to disconnect and move along because you find that sometimes people don't change.
Hmm.
They make it real hard for you to love them. I'll say that.
Mm. Yeah, there you go. That's the answer. That's a good
And
answer.
and I told you earlier today, I try my hardest
Right.
to see all sides of the coin, but I'm not a unbiased. I'm biased. I'm biased.
Hmm.
I'm very
Right.
and when you go to acting a fool, I just have to let it go.
Right. And back to our training, Scarlett, like everything is not for YouTube consumption.
I
And
get it. I get
and
it.
my whole thing is that I'm not erratic in my behavior, in that when something, like, oftentimes I have to just chill for a second before I do respond. And that's in life, like regularly in life, because I know that if I respond sometimes, what I want to say at that
It
moment,
hurts. It burns,
it's
huh?
gonna sting and hurt, and I won't, and the situation won't recover, because you can't
You
take
went too
it.
far.
I went too far.
Mhm.
I can go there, and I can go far. So I know that about myself, and I maintain a particular amount of discipline, and I also know that if I can't take it back, be mindful of that too. You know.
So can
So,
I ask you this?
mhm.
Cause I do believe in the zodiac. When is your birthday?
I'm am I an Aries? No, actually, I'll tell you what I am. I'm a Capricorn. January 13th. I'm a Capricorn, but Shun S, my moon is in Aries.
You got it. But
So
see, and look,
my
Sean, let me tell you something.
sun is on Piz Oint. I'm a
Sean,
Capricorn and a Cancer rising, and my moon is in Aries.
Sean, let me
And
tell you how I knew she wasn't Aries, okay? Because she has self control. See, a real Aries, they not going they don't give a damn. They gonna say what they gotta say and mean what they gotta say. And if you don't like it, oh well. See, TC have self control. I don't.
You sound crazy.
I don't. And I'm gonna tell you this, TC, before I let you go, because I'm holding on real tight, ain't I?
Mm,
But I'm one of them people that um I know who I am, and I know what works for me. And therefore, if I don't say something, if I you could pay attention to everything that I say, but when I'm quiet, that's when you should worry.
right. That's the key.
That's when you should really worry.
Right, right.
Cause she plotting on your ass.
Oh, oh, exactly. And here's the thing. I don't forget. I don't forget. And I don't forget who, what, where, when, why, and how. I remember it all and how things go down, you know. And
Mhm.
trust me, it hasn't. It's nothing that's been forgotten. Not at all. I don't talk about it because no one rents room in my head like that.
Mm,
Nobody.
that's intelligence.
Yeah. Mm-mm. It's not.
Don't
It's
G, that's me. I don't have no self control, but if I get quiet, god damn, you better watch out.
That's what I'm saying, right? If you get quiet, that's what I'm saying. And when, especially when I get quiet, it's like the everybody's like, "Oh my God, now what?" Because now you don't know what I'm thinking, you don't know where I'm going with it, and right, a silent assassin. You did exactly. Don't think that these YouTube streets from my TSCC days to now have I forgotten.
I don't know you from that.
Yeah. I mean, well, I was always up on panels and I was doing things. I've often been thought of as one of those people who were part of the doxing and things of that nature. And Susie, let me just say this. Um, I was never asked to do any of that stuff. First of all, I didn't even know some of this stuff was going on in terms of people showing people like a membership, like moderators becoming members of stuff and giving money to become a moderator. People mod me up so fast, I'll be like, well, damn. And then I see my name, and then I see my name in blue with a thing on next to it, and I'm like, well, damn, what the hell? How the hell did this happen? That's how it always happens for me. Somebody asked me, did I have to show VS my license? I said, what kind of junky stuff bullcrap are you talking about?
But that's what was said.
I know,
Now,
but
listen.
everybody, again, I don't, let me tell you something. She asked me a question and it had nothing. She and I had two conversations about, and I'm talking about personal conversations about two separate different things. Had nothing to do with YouTube or anything else. And it was just basically in reference to her son going to college. And then the second thing was, about, the different kinds of she wanted to have different kinds of like interviews and things of that nature. And I was like, okay, like I could get this person to interview. I got the census person to interview, and we could do a couple of different things. Yes, we could do that.
Hey,
Yes.
internet granny. Okay, so
And so
you was like the untouched.
I'm a conductor. Boom.
Right.
You
Yeah,
dig me?
and I learned that from
Yeah.
so when I really learned, that was the first interview I learned of you. And then I was always in I was always in her chat.
Yeah.
And so after the interview, and even when they weren't doing the
HBC.
no, not the HBC you, but the what was the thing that they had, the what they was doing, They were the first ones to do the little panel thing
You mean
where they interviewed you.
Billie Jean, yeah, they did the Express, whatever that
Yes,
was. It was like the Grand Central Express, I
Central
think. That's,
something like that.
yeah.
So that was my first time ever seeing you.
Right. And
When
people were they were asking me questions, and I was like, "What in the world?" I'm like, I didn't understand it. I really did not understand what in the world. Why would somebody give somebody all this information about
no, not Mess Express. It wasn't that. It was Central Station or something like
yeah,
that.
Grand Central Station? That was Joyce. That was Billie Jean and Matt Dazzle
Dazzle
Me Vic,
Mystique. Yeah.
Dazzle Me Vic. Right.
So yes, that's where I learned of you. I
Okay.
used to watch Susie in the very beginning when she used to play music, but I thought that was boring. So once you done lost my attention, I don't never
Right.
go back. So basically I never did see any. I just heard, you hear things.
Right. Exactly.
And then I do remember her hearing Sean, calling on the little call in line or whatever. And I
Yeah.
remember the arguments from that. But other than
Mhm.
that, mm-mm.
Yeah.
So
But
the things they say, I cannot confirm or deny. I just know, the things that I've heard. Cause I,
right.
I couldn't give her the time of day when they started saying she started being dark.
Right, right. That was well. Now I think well, I kind of midway.
Yes.
I was already ousted out of TSCC because she called. I'll never forget how she did it, and it was really disgraceful because she had called me online. You know what I'm saying?
While
And
live,
yeah, she was live. I didn't know she was live because she never told me. And it was funny because when she called, I said to her, she said, "Hey TC," and I was like, "Hey, I was just thinking about you," and she was like, "What?" Because I saw the replay, and she was like, "You were thinking about me?" I said, "Yeah, I'm over here at a rib place." And I'm getting ready to get me a rib platter and a chicken platter. And I was saying that because she was like trying to be a vegetarian or something like that.
but that was her original name,
Yeah, vegan
Vegan
sippy.
Sippy.
Right, exactly. So I was, when she called, I was like, "Guess what? I was thinking about you. I'm here getting ready to get a meat and getting ready to get some parents, and you're a vegan, and I appreciate you." And then that's when she says, "You're moving funny. So I'm taking your wrench." And I'm like, "Okay, like, do people go through this or something? Like, what is there to go through? Are you taking my wrench away? Like, who like I didn't get it. I really didn't get it because first of all, I didn't ask for it. It
Right.
was given to me. That's number one. And did we have this meeting of so that was it
So
like
we can be hired.
right? I'm like, okay, you took it away, you gave it to me, you take it, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm, that kind of thing. But then it was like, you moving funny. Okay, because I go to other people's chats, and I did, and I was everywhere. I was like, I am everywhere now.
Like you are today.
I always have always been everywhere. But what I don't indulge in is when people start talking about people and talking in people's clothes and talking about who they sucking and screwing and doing and whatnot, whatnot. That is not my concern. And
Who is
so,
these people? Hey, Sunshine. But
sunshine.
what happened? Wait a minute. Hold on. So, okay, I got to go back up. So she said, I mean, they had Nicole calling from the broom closet. I would never. Wait a minute.
What broom closet?
Wait. And
Who
then Junji said, I didn't know none of them folks until. Right, Junji. Me either. I
to the
didn't.
call-ins? Right. Yo, those
Because I was
call-ins,
still stuck on,
yo, those call-ins were, let me tell you something. It was crazy. Like because it was so much internal stuff going on. And I'm like, well, why are these people fighting these people over here? And and it was
it
just
was over nothing.
it
Because the
was
call-ins was fun. We used to have fun. I'm gonna tell y'all. I think where it started at. There it
Where?
was some incel fighting between them, and they all
Yeah.
came over there to let off steam on each other. So
Hmm.
that's how that all got started.
Yeah.
They was fighting internally.
That was it. Yeah, because different. I guess there were cliques and all that good stuff. Look. I never talked to any of the folks. I talked to VS twice, and it was about trying to get her son ready, and there was some paperwork, and my queen helped her to figure out what she needed to say on the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So like, she knew she talked to her, all that shit. So what? I didn't care. She knows, she knew where I worked. She knows, you know. Okay.
Okay,
you
well,
know it is what it is. That's why I never really had a problem at all with, I mean, I didn't go around saying it, but I didn't have a problem with helping people with certain things if they needed the help. But again, I'm people bring me into stuff. Can you help with it? And I'm always like, yeah, I'll help. And then it becomes YouTube consumption. And it's like, wait a minute, what kind of BS? And it's this and then it's that. And it's these. Look, I don't have time for that. I'm here. This is what I was asked to do. I was asked to do this specific job or this specific task. That's it. And I'm not arguing. Y'all having other conversations and stuff. That doesn't mean no never mind. Do you want to do this or not? Because that's all. That's me. That's it. That's the way that I am. And then a lot of times, when you're having these beefs and big people fall out and then other people fall out, then everybody in the middle starts to won't even talk to you. One thing I could say about you, Scar, every time I would see you in different places, you would continue to speak to me. We would still be cordial. Hey, how you doing? And then everybody keeps it moving. I've seen I've seen Sunshine, I've seen June, and I've seen several other people who will continue to hey, how you doing? Blase, blase. We're in different areas. Stuff has happened. Okay, and then that's okay. We're still gonna say hello.
but
And
see, it's if you line 5 people up on YouTube, you have 5 different types of people, right?
true.
So I would consider you to be one of the people that are, you don't have a gripe or anything with anybody. That's why I asked you the question, because it kind of surprised me. It kind of threw me off, because I was like, Wait, what the hell happened?" And then, if I'm not mistaken, I remember you hitting the link, and you put out what you had to say, and that was it. And I
Right.
was like, what the fuck did I miss? Like, what just happened? Because I always saw you as a person that you're gonna be helpful. You're gonna answer questions that we need answered, especially when it came to school and the kids and everything like that. I really wanted to
Mm-hmm.
see that through, because I've met their son before. I really want to see that through. I
Oh,
really
he's
want to see
awesome.
him go.
Yes, he's awesome. He's an. I I just like I fall in love with these people's children. you know, and
Yeah.
it's just I really, my heart is like, whatever I can do. I don't even care about your mom or your daddy at this point. Okay.
Right.
If there's something that I have that I know about, I'll find a way to get it to somebody, and that somebody else can get it to them. And that's how I roll. And I do believe that a lot of folks in these chats, one thing I've realized is that people like you, people that are in these streets, everyone comes to you all for everything. Oftentimes, because you're resourceful, you have that personality, we become everything for everybody. And
Hmm.
then you try to figure out, well, who's going to be there for us?
Well,
Who's there? But you know what? The Most High,
yep, that's always the
the
answer.
Most High is always there. And every time I do the right thing,
You're
it's
rewarded.
and if I'm not, my mother's rewarded. If I'm not, my queen is rewarded. My aunts are rewarded. My friends are rewarded. And my queen's daughter is rewarded because I know I want nothing but safety and security, divine intervention and protection for all of them.
Right.
I don't want no bullshit because of me doing my bullshit coming on to somebody else.
So that okay, so that's okay, I got it.
You
But
see?
it's natural for me because it's I've been in those roles. And have I ever been like a supervisor or a manager at a job? No, but I'm a great organizer and
Yeah.
I can get people together
Yes, you can.
and I can make I can make shit shake.
Yes. And you're
'Cause
very creative because I love your arts and craft, which I wish we'd get back to that, but that's just my
that's
opinion.
on another channel.
I know. I just don't see it. I thought I was there, but I don't.
Well I can okay so I don't care, I put a lot of stuff out here, but
Okay.
the last time I went live and some people I know somebody was in that live and they actually have my telephone number and I text them because I remembered that they were in that particular live. But
Okay.
I went live one Saturday morning and this was the last time I just started back being comfortable with it. But the last time I went live, I had a seizure online.
Oh wow. What?
I had a seizure.
Oh
So
shit.
that kind of scared me because of the whole Brian situation.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, and whenever I have seizures, they kind of take me out. They take me
Right.
out for a few days.
Okay.
So I don't, I ain't gonna say I be down. I don't be down. But it kind of make me just relax. I have to relax because something else is going on with my neural system or something. So I have to relax.
Yes.
And then when you're relaxing, you're just saying forget everything. Cause
Right. That's
I'm
true.
working on a journal, not a journal, but an album because I'm just making an album so that I can actually hold on to pictures that um I have online. So what I'm gonna do is
Mhm.
I'm gonna take those pictures offline and make me an album.
Okay. Okay.
And that idea came because I was like, dang, I remember when MySpace took all my beautiful pictures.
Damn.
And now they all sitting on Instagram and Facebook. So I was like, oh, okay. So maybe you need to go ahead and do something so that you would want to print those pictures out. So
Right.
that's what I've been working on lately.
Okay. Okay.
But it's a few videos over there. And honestly, do I check that channel? No. Because it could be me and another person in there. And we just having fun. Sean
Mhm.
S, I'm cool. This is I think it's gonna be a class action lawsuit on those vaccinations because in my whole life I've never had a seizure until after I had my second shot.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
So I reached out
Right.
to my attorney and said I believe it's gonna be a class action lawsuit and I need for you to represent me.
Okay. Okay. Okay, dude. Hey, you got to handle that because
Yeah.
that's real. There's a lot of things that people have surfaced with folks, and it's like, wait, it is a lot, and I totally agree with you on that. There's yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
Hmm.
that's had seizures and they say, and I've been communicating with them and they're like, I've never had one until I had that vaccination.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, me too, huh?
Mm.
I had people reaching out to me because they knew I've never had it.
Oh
And
wow.
then
Okay.
they were like, well, I know somebody who worked at your old company that you used to work at. And did you get your vaccination from them? And I was like, no, I had already retired by then. And so they were like, well, this person used to work for them too, and they got the vaccine, and now they've been having seizures.
Ooh.
And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. See, yeah.
So I reached out to my attorney.
Come 2022, 2023. Excuse me. Folks better gear up because people who have been moved because of gentrification, people who have had issues arise, health issues that have arisen, they are going to be able to have uh, their day in court. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. So everybody keep your receipts, document what's going on.
Oh, I ain't even got to do that because the 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 hospital network that I go through,
Yeah.
they got all my records. I just print them out.
Dig it. Okay.
Every time I went to my doctor's appointments, all the medications that I've been taking, all and then when I went and looked, it's like all the way back to 98. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
look at
Wow.
this. I'm down to my breasts, all that stuff. I was like the other day because I had started filling out this paperwork, and I was like, "Oh, you need to print this out."
Mm-hmm.
And I told y'all I got this real cute little box I decorated up under my bed, and I just put all that little.
Okay. There you go. And just do those kind of things because we do have access to stuff online. If you don't have access to online, maybe go to one of your churches and find somebody who can help you through that process. Go somewhere to your elected officials because in some of these offices they have a place, or even various community colleges, they have a place where you can, as a regular citizen, just go in and print out things that you need to print out. Trust me, print out stuff
You
that
need to
you
print it
need.
out because I
Right.
don't know what it was in my mind that was like, one day you gonna try and come back to these records and it's gonna be wiped.
And they're going to be wiped. Yes. Another thing, Google. Mm, no. There are many companies who know that they have been, um, their ethics have been off. They have not been ethical in their behavior and allowing things to happen via the internet. Now that the courts have finally gotten a chance to come up with the laws that can now meet up with technology, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So 2023, folks are going to jail.
Mm.
Folks are going to jail.
Speaking of jail, I ain't gonna let you go.
And there's a lot of statutes of limitation out there. So people thought what they did is going on deaf ears. It's not.
So TC, speaking of jail, what do you think about Brittany? Yeah, Brittany.
Who's Brittany?
What's ain't that
You
her?
mean Brittany Taylor?
Not Brittany.
You said
I
Brittany.
just did a video on her the other day. This girl, Griner.
Mm, so okay. Number one, I'm a tad bit disappointed.
You,
Well, I'm tad bit. I'm disappointed with her.
you.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know who was giving her or directing her. You going to Russia, like
She been doing this for years though.
See, but here's
But
the
we're
thing.
under the different administration.
Listen, Russia, Russia and the United States have never stopped being enemies. They show to the world certain things because if they didn't, it would be mayhem. So they put on good faces, just like England and in America.
Which
They put on good faces. The Queen can't stand you know who and all of them. And this she tolerated Obama because at the time that was the thing to do. Okay, but to to liking her. Okay, so this thing with the stuff that she brought over to another country, I,
okay, so listen at this.
I just don't understand it.
So back in 2019, there was this girl, her name was Audrey, right? Her and her mother, they went on vacation to Russia and
Hmm.
she had 19 grams of medical marijuana, right?
Here in front of the United States.
Yes, from
Okay,
Staten Island.
right.
So she went to Russia, and I don't know why, but when she got to customs, they locked that ass up.
Boop boop.
How the hell you gonna go? How you think you gonna go to? See, this is my argument with people. When you're going out of the country, you got to go and do your research on where you're going to,
Yes.
because everywhere you go is not like the United States.
Right.
I
Right.
said the other day, you cannot curse in Dubai. Your ass going to jail.
Thank you. Even though
So,
you just said your ass, but yes, you're right.
yeah, but I'm not in Dubai. I'm in the
Okay.
United States.
Right.
You can't even do it on social media in Dubai.
Nope.
So, you got to research where you're going to. Both of them, Sean, was medical marijuana, right? Now, Brittany, she also was going back and forth to Russia because she been playing for their basketball team forever
Right.
on her
Right.
off season. But during the time when she was going and she was getting away with it, you know, their leader and our leader at the time, they was on cordial terms. They kind of liked each other. They dug each other. They did. They I think for a fact the last administration got along with Russia. That's been the first time in forever too.
Forever. Right. That's true.
So I remember they had a story about the athletes going over to Russia, and they
Hmm.
had them hemmed up because they supposedly stole something. But the last administration got them out of that, right?
Right. I remember that.
But I where we are today, they ain't trying to hear what Biden got to say.
No.
So yes, of course, I am very disappointed in it's this girl named Brittany. I think her
Brittany.
name Brittany.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so let me go back to the girl, the 19-year-old girl. She had one over there with 19 grams, right? Her mother came back to the United States and went and sold their home in Staten Island. She was gonna go back to Russia and get an apartment because she was gonna see if she can get her daughter on an ankle bracelet while they had her detained in Russia. But that didn't work out too well.
Right.
But she ended up doing 2 months and paid like 200 and I think $34, something like that. And she was released and she back here in the US. So everybody has been saying that this is so unfair. This is so unfair. Like they gave that girl 9 years. I agree it's unfair because
I
she
wasn't.
didn't even have 1 gram. She had less. She had 0.7 grams of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even 1 gram.
Right. It wasn't, and that was I thought that the penalty was a tad bit egregious. I know that what they're doing is making
It's
an
political.
example. It's definitely political, making an example, making her an example. Um, and I just
But
don't.
listen,
You go outside of the country, don't bring nothing in there, nobody else's country. Like, just don't. You need it that bad? I don't understand.
well, I don't either, Sean. I don't believe it's for medical purposes either. But let me tell y'all something. So I went and looked
Mm,
up the law, and the
get her
law
out.
states that if you have a small amount of marijuana, or okay, they don't say marijuana, they say a small amount of heroin, cocaine, or marijuana. The law states that they could charge you up to 500 rupees and 500,000 rupees. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was getting ready to say because I got.
That ain't nothing, right?
I was getting ready to say I got 500 rupees, but
So they could charge you up to 500,000 rupees, and the maximum penalty is 10 years in jail. But now you could say it's for medical purposes and I have a prescription. But their law states that the doctor had to write the prescription in Russian. And the doctor in Russia can write you a prescription for marijuana, heroin, and cocaine. I said, damn, they write prescription for cocaine and heroin? Yeah.
hey, whoop,
But like I said, if we how we look at it is if 9 years, right, is considered smuggling, right? So
right,
how we looking at it if 9 years is too much. But they gave her less than the maximum sentence. Now what they overstepped it was when they charged her 1 million rupees. Because as their law article 228 states that they, the maximum fine is 500,000 rupees. So they actually doubled her fine.
mm,
But see, my issue that I have with her is that first of all, we under a whole different administration. You and your team probably have been taking marijuana over there for years, but that's
mm-hmm.
because the administration, our president and their person was they was buddy. They was cool, right?
Different time, right?
It's a different time, girl.
That's
Look,
right,
we're under a different administration. Not only that, these people are at war
right,
with a country that these people feel like we are helping on a low by giving them weapons.
right.
So why
Mhm.
in the hell you gonna take your ass?
Listen, I'd have been like, this year I'm not going to Russia.
I said I would have asked them if I can renege on my contract.
Is she not watching what's going on? That's my see. This is my thing with some of our folks, and listen, I'm proud of her. Being able to go to another place and be able to make her bag. We have to be strategic and have to have people around us that will be able to
Steer
help
us
us
in
with
the right direction.
exactly. I don't understand that. I she
Your
has to have
wife didn't talk to you?
your wife, the league, the doctors,
Right.
people just letting you just willy nilly. I don't get it. Unless they, because they eating off of her, that could be
Yeah.
it too.
Well, they gotta wait 9 years. And then it looks so sad. They showing this lady over there in jail. And I'm like, wow, she is taller than all these people. She look like she could just choke slam everybody.
Right.
I'm like, oh my
I,
God.
I know they know what she, what she identifies as, and I wonder how that's playing out. Also, I
Mhm.
wonder.
No, cause she been playing for the league forever.
I know, but she's in jail now.
Yeah, she in jail. Hey, Chopper Babe.
Mm, yeah.
That's my
Hey,
babe, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I loves me some choppers.
hey, Chopper. Yeah, I mean, she's in jail. Like, it's different than when, you're with the team and in the sports industry arena and all of that. Now you at the
So now
courthouse.
you think they gonna take her status? Didn't they just get married? Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
I hope they don't
Cause
take all her money.
she tried it a whole lot. She tried it. She tried it a whole lot.
Mhm. I hope she has her money in trust. That's all.
I do too, cause I hope they ain't over here just having a ball.
Exactly. Having them.
Mm,
Ugh. But yeah.
wow. But yeah, that's I mean, I did a video on that the other day, and that's just how I saw it. In the beginning of the video, I actually was kind of in my fifis over this because I hadn't been following the story. And by me
Hmm.
not following the story and just listening to what other people are saying, excuse me, it kind of made me be because I've been talking about Karen bitch ass for a minute. Karen is not getting a break over here. I'm sorry. I'm even trying to think about running for office so that I can endorse Karen's law.
Okay.
You laughing.
I'm messing.
I'm
I'm
sick of these
you
hoes.
a mess. You a mess.
I'm
I
sick of
love
these
it.
hoes. I am. And then it seems like every single day I wake up, it's another bitch that done did some shit. And my whole thing is mind your business. Like, why are you in everybody's business, Karen? Mind your business. Cause basically the what I see is Karen don't know how to mind her business. And like I said in my live the other day, she worse than Mrs. Kravitz.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kravitz couldn't leave Bewitched Samantha alone. She couldn't leave Samantha alone. She always in Samantha business.
Yeah, Sean has a yeah. She makes a good point. She's been playing with for the WNBA, but she been acting like how the male athletes get caught up in the crazy stuff, and that's true. They get, oh my god, how could they do that to me? It's like,
Ooh,
yo, where do you think y'all are? It reminds me of the whole Ukraine thing with the Ukraine and Russia and the black students.
ooh, you saw that?
I'm like, but nigga, the African students, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
Stop it, Chopper. You're not the male. You're not the black Karen. I'm the black Karen, Chopper.
I'm like
Yeah, but they waiting at the border.
that you gonna wait at the border because that's not your country. Who why do you think that they have an allegiance to you? Now see if Africans would have an allegiance to Africans and black people, maybe it would be a little different. But other people, interestingly enough, do have an allegiance to
To
themselves,
their peoples.
to their people. Now,
But you know what? I seen the
how you
same
go to
thing.
how you go all the see, and here's the other thing. You had a ham sandwich. See, this is why I'm HBCU queen, because this is where this junkie stump bull crap gets on my damn nerve. We got all these Africans, okay? And we got all these folks that could come over here, go to our
Baby,
go
don't
to
get
our
me started.
HBCUs and things of that nature. But see, they don't think our HBCUs are good enough for their black behinds, okay? And they think that they're better than us in sometimes in
They
some of
do.
them, some way, some form of fashion. So now they want to go to freaking Ukraine, really,
Can I tell you something?
and Uzbekistan and Google Gaga stan and all that other bull crap and things of that nature.
Eastern Europe is not for nobody.
Listen, it's too dang gone cold, but anyway, yeah. Um,
That was on my bucket list. Not Eastern Europe, but Russia was on my bucket list.
I think it should be, and it should stay on your bucket list. But you listen, I'm not going there for any extended period of time.
No, no, no. I just want to go look at the palaces.
That's all. That is all. I want.
I'm with the I'm one of them people that studied. I love me some history. And that last czar, who they? Oh, child, they messed up him and his family. Alexander.
Which one? Alexandria?
Ooh, baby. So that's why I want to go. But no, listen. I used to work for this corporation, right? And all I saw was them coming over here and having their babies. And when they used to talk to me, they used to be so rude. And you know, all them hoes speak French.
Mm.
And they used to be so mad because you got to pay for your baby. You know, you done came over here and got your baby little, paperwork, and now you finna go back home, and then you feel like you shouldn't have to pay this amount or whatever. So I can't, and then they so rude to where we had to take a we had to I forgot what they called it, but we had to take this course, and they was talking about you should never feel like they mistreating you because the way they speak. I'm like, white man, shut the fuck up. But anyway, I when COVID happened and they were over there in Asia, I said, y'all ain't learned yet.
Look,
And then I seen they motherfucking ass over there in the Ukraine at the border. I said
yes.
they still ain't learned. But we, the United States African American, we ain't black enough.
And then they said we don't have, see, that's why look,
Y'all ignorant. Yeah.
I don't, they don't, man, one time me and this lady I wore her upside down, inside and out, and she just had the audacity to say to me,
Mhm.
she says I'm African and you're not African. I said, bitch, I ain't never said the fuck I wanted to be African. Who the fuck you think you
I,
talking
I,
to?
I
And
ain't
what you
never
need to
said
do
it.
is go your African ass back to the goddamn continent and get the motherfuckers together. Because guess what? For what you motherfuckers sold us over here and meant for bad, God meant for good. Now I see all y'all motherfuckers is trying to come over here, and you got dog chains and you
Take
got all kind
everything.
of shit, and you got your hands up in cows asses and shit like that. You see, we don't live like that. So fuck you and the boat you and your ancestors thought my ancestors came on, because that's not what's
Mhm.
happening here, boo.
And you know what's
And
crazy?
then what she had the nerve to say, well, I have roots and I can do this. I said, bitch, go take your roots and go get your country out of an impoverished
Go
situation.
get your country back from
Go get your
Asia.
country, bitch.
Go get your country back from Asia.
Go
You know,
right. I don't give a fuck who done took it over. Go get your country back from whoever's trying to take it. Cause you and your roots ain't shit to me. Cause it obviously you can't do shit for yourself. You dumb cluck.
you know what? I went and got my hair braided.
And they told
And
that lady was getting ready to commit suicide. They told me stop talking to her. We were in graduate school, and I said, see, I said she started with me with the bullshit.
they called somebody a mud.
They
Well, first of all, I'm one of them people that when you filling out applications and the only choice you got on there is African American. I'm one of them people that put other.
who the hell died and left them in charge? And who the hell? First of all, and they call who a mutt? Kiss my mutt, black freckle face, freckle behind, where the sun don't shine. Cause you all up in my business, and you want to be here, and you want to have everything here.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So don't be trying to play. See, this is the thing that we don't get.
Thank you, Sean.
You don't
Don't
get.
label me.
That's
I
right.
ain't never have you been to Africa. I mean,
Yeah, I've been
baby,
over
I've
there.
been to
I've been
Africa
there. I,
before,
I've been
but
to.
I
I've been to.
wasn't born there. So
No,
therefore, no, don't label me.
right. And I ain't never said I was African. And what did my mother say? I never said I was African. I said, look, we do. I did. I did get an opportunity to trace some of my roots into some parts of the continent. Okay, so what? Okay, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Now, the bottom line is that I went there to so that I can do some. I was doing some digging because I'm trying to get some free land in Scotland because I already know. And because my we would do yeah we were doing this thing, we already getting our reparations from the state of North Carolina. You see what I'm saying? Because we already have reparations up against the family who put my family in slavery. So I went over to the continent and then found out Scotland was a port was an interim place where a lot of my folks got stopped and whatever. It wasn't the Love Boat, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
My people stopped off in Scotland. Okay. And I found out that we can get land in Scotland. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get land. I've been trying to find out how to get to my freaking land and to make sure that my generations to come are gonna have access to that. So that's why I don't have time on these YouTube streets to be messy. Cause I have a goal. Fuck the dumb stuff.
You need to email me.
Shit. When who?
You shit.
I'm trying to tell you, your email, you put the right
So
email.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you do what did you do like some type of ancestry.com type shit? What you
So
do?
initially that's how it started. I was doing ancestry.com, right? And that
They
started.
started charging your ass.
No. Actually, in 1990 when I started, they didn't. Mm-mm. I was, but what happened was it led me to another source, and that was the United States Census Bureau. I was working for the United States Census Bureau at the time. So I got in contact with the United States Census Bureau people down in North Carolina. And I asked them and I did a request of what I needed and what I wanted. And they got me my information of who the family was. They got the information of my family that came over here, who the family was that enslaved us, and everything. So as soon as I got that, then we were doing Facebook and all that other stuff, caught up with some people, white folks with my last name. And they were telling me, because you have the York rights, Scarlett, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the York rights.
And the
Uh-huh.
Scottish rights.
Scottish rights.
Correct? Okay. All right. So my folks come from the Scottish rights.
Mm.
Okay. Which are the descendants of Dan, Jacob's son. Okay. So all of that, because I'll get confused and start talking a whole bunch of bullshit. But here the thing is, after I got that information from the United States Census Bureau, or my family, we put a whole all-out campaign against that family down there in North Carolina, and we're suing that family civilly.
Oh, hold on. Sean S. Oh, I'm gonna call my daddy in the morning.
Your lineage for free during, yeah, okay, that's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
I'm calling my dad in the morning. And see, that's the thing. Like,
And
okay, I
see, and
remember.
that's the stuff I was talking about when I was over in various camps and everything. I was talking about that. Yeah, because I'm saying here's the thing. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton talk about reparations. There's different levels to the reparations, but Scarlett, your people were if your folks were enslaved, they were in Georgia. I'm just giving an example. They were in
Mhm.
Georgia. My family was in North Carolina. Say Sunshine's family's people was in Virginia, and then June G, her family was in Tennessee. You sue those families.
Yep.
Because why? Because those families have benefited off of the backs of your freaking ancestors, and they have money. Now you got to find out where that money is. That's why you got to go trust. You got to go hunting a little bit and doing some stuff. That's a whole nother topic of conversation we'll have later. I don't want them to know that we know that shit. You know what I mean? But there's some ones of us that know, Scarlett, okay? and we know how to get that information, and you know how to find out where that money is, and they owe you that money. They owe you that money. And here's the thing: once you sue them, you start to sue the county, you will sue the city, and we're now in the Superior Court of North Carolina,
Mm.
because they wanted us, when we sued the city where my mother knows are from, they wanted us to say, here, just take it, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that. I was like, hell no, that ain't enough. Fuck that bullshit. Because by the time we
Cause
divided
if you
amongst
say
all,
yes, that's it.
right, and then once we divide all that, divide that little bit of nothing amongst all these little negroes and nigglets that's already been born, we don't have no money, and we don't have any capital, and we don't have what I want. You know what I mean? So they already know, and I already knew, you take it to the next level. Or loyal time. Uh-huh. Okay, I didn't know about that. Look up your last name for a loyal titles. Okay. Ooh.
I'm finna look that shit up right now. Hold on. And see,
Whoa.
me and my family, we have these type of conversations. And you know, the
Yes.
census just came out this year. So basically,
Ooh.
I've been going back in the census for the last, this one that came out. How
Right.
many years they go back?
The census?
No, no, no. I'm not. It's every so many years they
Every
put out.
10.
Yeah.
It's
So
every
I've
10
been.
years the population count. But they
Yeah.
do things in between that
Yeah, I
period.
know in between.
Yeah.
So when Ancestry.com first came out, I went on Ancestry.com and I saw my grandfather's mother on Ancestry.com, right?
Ooh, okay.
And then I went back to try and find it again because sometimes you go into other stuff and you lose concentration, and then when you try and go back, it's no longer there. See, that's what I said about me actually, print out all those medical records or whatever. Because
Yep.
I've learned my lesson with the internet. You go and you see something one day, and then you go back again and it's gone. They don't wipe it. So, Sunshine, you know what? I appreciate you. And there's my email in the chat. But yes, I
and
will
then
be doing my research.
once I got on Facebook, then something else came out. It's like a godsend. All of a sudden, I saw this. You know how they used to have back in those slavery days, those bill of sales and stuff when they were selling slaves back and forth and
Mhm,
whatnot.
mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Yo, so I saw this bill of sale, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Because it was my last name. That were the ones who were the slave owners
Girl, you
out of
lying.
Charleston, South Carolina. And yes, oh, let me tell you something. It, it killed my little world a little bit, but it is what it is. You know, this all of us have a different thing going on with our families. Anyway, got that information, and then I was able to take that information, and then I saw the bill of sale. And then I was like, wait a minute. So, okay. And then I started cross referencing with the Census Bureau, because one thing, the Census Bureau started in 1790. And
Yep.
so let me just say this, the Census Bureau is an excellent resource. I know it's a lot of stuff with the Census Bureau, the little politics and stuff. Use it for the good and the light, and just use it for the light. And like Sunshine has put in there, thank you. I don't know anything about alloidial titles. I can't wait to find out how I
I
can.
just I just googled it.
Girl, now that's see, yo, you what? Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. And so then I started meeting my family over in Scotland. You know what I'm saying? And we were connecting the same people. We were connecting the same places. What they had, the information they had, and the information I had, the Caucasians. And I was like, wow. So when I came on to YouTube, when I came into YouTube, I was talking about like, let's do like a little genealogy thing. And I mean, you ain't got to tell your information, just stuff like what Sunshine just did. Here, look at allodial titles. Go to ancestry.com and check this out. Check it out a certain way. Look at it this way. Look at it that way. Go to the United States Census. I didn't know anything until I heard about it, but I didn't do it. Where you go to the U.S. Department of the Health Department, and probably your own health department in your own city and state, and
Mhm.
get your records.
So let me ask you this: what do you think about the test, the gene test?
Mm, I haven't done it yet.
The
Um,
Mormons, the
yeah,
orgies,
the orgies. What?
the Mormons.
See, all right, right, Sunshine. The the Pope has our birth certificate and all kind of stuff, and then these things have all of our other stuff. It's just amazing. It's freaking amazing how it's just amazing to me. And I'll be like, bump that, give me my shirt. You know what I mean?
Give me mean.
Give me my shite, because you over there junkie stunting. But like somebody said, my spiritual teacher taught me, when the teacher when the student, what the hell is that bullshit? That's that saying. It's a saying about a student and a teacher, and needing the student, the teacher needing the student, needing the teacher. When the student finds a teacher, it's a great thing. But when the student doesn't need their teacher anymore, the teacher goes away, because you've done your job. And one of the things that we have to do is be in our lives, do what it is necessary, put forth the information, help each other, cross each other's paths. And some of us are going to stay and stick together forever. Some are not. It's all good. It's okay. We all did something for each other in a positive way, especially a powerful positive way. That's
Yeah,
my whole thing. It's all about power. And I want my power.
I
I
want it.
don't give a damn. I'm going to get Africa, because them mother suckers who sold us, I want they asses too. I want them mother suckers who had those boats, who went ahead and got North Carolina Insurance Company and then bonded each one of those people. And of course, we already know most of those people didn't even make it over here. So they got
Oh
their
yeah.
money when they got over here. But to the west, I want their asses. I want the people with the intern wherever they stop. So your people might have stopped in France. I have a girlfriend of mine. She knows her people stopped in France and in Barbados.
Yes, the Caribbean.
Girl, I was like, wow, what a transition. Like, you know what I
I have a friend that she said that her people stopped in um dang, it starts with a G. Not Ghana. It's a Caribbean.
Guyana.
Got yeah, I think so. It's Caribbean.
Guyana, yeah.
Got yeah, Guyana.
Guyana is amazingly cultural. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They got some stuff in Guyana. You and those people, because they look half Trini, and they look like Trinidadians and
Yeah, yeah,
Tobago. That whole line. But that's that whole. They did. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying that they stopped off in India. Like a lot of them,
yeah.
they went through. Oh look, all of them damn boats couldn't have sailed the
So
same
let me
damn way.
ask you this: where are the boats?
Y'all ain't shit.
See, that's the one. That's always been my biggest question. Where are the boats? Now it's
So
this
okay,
guy here on YouTube. His
yeah,
name is Dane Calloway,
right,
and so I watch him often.
yeah,
What he says it's a myth. He always say it's a myth.
yeah,
He says that they actually came here. We was already here.
which migration? Because there were several of them, but
Because
that's
they said that some Africans already made their way here,
right.
but when
There
they
were
came here, they took over.
right. There were different migrations. So
Yeah,
if he's talking about the very one of the first migrations, like prior to BCE, I can say that I believe exactly what he's saying.
I could see that.
I
Yes.
can definitely see that. And especially, well, yeah, because the continents were connected, number one. Number two, that we didn't have a glacial period at that point where it split the country, the continent. So there were a lot of people that had already traveled. And so they had already been here.
And that's
But
my
then
thing
there
too.
were
Like
two
they
or
always
three.
try and make it seem like our people are dumb. I mean, like we couldn't have built no pyramids. Ew, duh,
Mhm. But see, my thing is that when people start saying that, it's like, which time period are you speaking about?
right.
And because you can't talk about this time period and then that was the only migration. There were migrations going on all the time. We're still migrating, people going from the west now to the east and all kind of
Yep.
bullshit. So there's migrations because we're humans, and that's what humans do, because
That's
they're
where we
trying to
travel.
right, we're trying to find or do whatever it is people are trying to do. But yeah, I,
So have you ever heard of a
mhm.
guy named Neil?
Degrassi Tyson,
Yes.
I know him very well.
What you think about this the orbit?
Made me cough. What'd you say? What I think about
What you
him?
think about the astronauts with the NOT?
I'll tell you. What do I think about Degrassi Tyson?
Yes, what do you think about Degrassi? What you think about
I
him?
can't help but love him because he and I are connected. You know,
So listen,
he and
I
I are
I
connected.
just watch him and I've learned so much from him. And it's not just the fact that um things I didn't know, but you know how it's things that you never really thought of.
Right.
So today I was watching him, or I watched one of his TikToks, and he was talking about the things that we ingest. And he was like, everything that we've ingest has been alive except for salt.
Hmm.
And I was like, salt is a living or no, it's not. And then I had thought, I was like, what about tofu? And then I said, oh no, this man is correct.
Mm-hmm.
He said, even pepper comes from a plant.
Right.
Peppercorn, it comes from a plant.
Right.
But salt, no, no. It was never alive. But
See.
and he piques my interest so much, especially when he's speaking about, okay, I'm gonna put that. See, and you know what? This is why I like doing lives, because these are my I come back to these lives and I look at the live chats and I remember the things that I need to go back into, look and see what people actually typed in the chat, because that give me the opportunity to go and do my little research. That's
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm a researcher. I love to research.
Oh, okay.
Uh
Okay.
oh, wait.
Did you read the private chat?
That's what I'm doing. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to meet that man. Look, I be watching them do like they little interviews. Oh my God, that would be the dream of my lifetime.
He's. Let me say this, and because I don't see it too much for a lot of dudes, because I don't think that they're intelligent as women.
They're
But
not.
they're not. But you know
But he
what?
piques my interest.
He is. the way he is. That's, I swear. Um, he is so intelligent. And for him to be the person in charge of the Brooklyn Museum, the Museum of Natural History in Manhattan,
Oh, yeah.
he is the one he puts all of those exhibits and everything together. Him. And he's out of space, that kind of thing. He likes all that.
Yes.
That's his thing. That's
When he was talking
astronomy.
about how many miles if you drove a car to the space station. I was like, wait a minute, what? I could see that. He was doing this little AI thing with Mark Zuckerberg. And I was like, I could see that. It just piques my mind. And
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's a lot of people that I come across on a daily basis. And I'm always saying to myself, like, they think like me. They honestly think like me.
Hmm.
And it is, and sometimes I be saying to myself, girl, you think so weird. But I'm not alone. I'm not.
No, you're not. You'd
I'm
be
not
surprised,
alone.
girl. You woo-hoo. The
One person that I used to look at all the time until they lost their mind. I don't know what happened to them, but Young Pharaoh. I used to watch Young Pharaoh all the time.
okay.
I feel like Young Pharaoh had lost his mind because I felt like at one point Young Pharaoh knew that we were the teachers, right, Sean? Sunshine. He
Right.
he he knew we were the teachers, and when he used to speak on the female, I thought he got it. I did. I thought he
Okay.
got it. But then he lost his mind. He lost his mind. You know how you get too big for your britches?
Right. Right.
That's what happened. And I think that's what happened to a whole lot of men.
Mm-hmm.
Their ego, it just knock them out.
Knock him out the box, Rick. Phew.
And knock them out. And they have to actually understand. Like, I've had a few male teachers. I had a few male teachers, but then nobody teach me like them, but them females. And I always used to think that the reason why I got it is because women, we on the same plane. That's what I thought. But then I realized men are just dumb.
Dum dum da dum.
Yes, girl, they let everything. Ooh, baby, put a good piece of ass in front of one of
Done. That they'll be done. Like, get a fork because they done.
them. Ooh, I'm
Yes.
telling you. Look, in any of my relationship, I always know what to do to get what the hell
To
I
get what
want.
you want. It's
I
easy.
always know what to do.
That's what I'm saying. You kidding? Please.
Yes.
Please. Like, come on now. You don't know how to train them yet? I'm trying to get this mail out, but the combo is good. All right, sunshine. You good too. You good. Just do your thing, sis. Keep doing your thing. The ego, the women, and the
She
drugs.
said young Pharaoh got on that stuff with Sadie and fell off allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
hmm and he was so good when he was by himself. He ain't need no co-host.
Nope.
Need no co-host.
No, that's when it all starts. The bull.
You don't need no co-host. You doing good. You got everybody attention. We
Right.
listening. I'm coming to the teaching because I want to know what you got to say. Mm-hmm. Use them up.
Here's the thing, like I've never seen. I would love to see them. No, no. Let me put it another way. When I went to Egypt with Dr. Ben, Dr. Francis Cresswellsing, Marimba Ani, Dr. Naeem Akbar, Dr. Amos Wilson. A lot of these people have passed. Dr. Joseph Ben Jakanen. And here's the thing, they were the old Egyptologists. They were the old school, who they were the real teachers. Like they had it together. They were grounded because they were well traveled. The education that they had,
Mm.
they understood. They were the ones that said, "Look, what do you call a black person with a PhD? A nigga with a PhD." You
A
know what I
nigga
mean?
with a
That's what
PhD.
right. That's what we would say. That was the running joke, the running theme. That's how they started out their day. But I'm here with a PhD because I have access to information that everyday people don't. Just like an MD has access to information and can write prescriptions that you and I cannot.
We can't.
There's people who have JDs that have access to information that we need to be able to gather and get so that we can do our own thing as far as reparations is concerned, and then be able to turn this thing around so that our generations to come won't have to worry about some bullshit. You see, so these people were those people. They were very much grounded. They were cool. I mean, me and Dr. Ben fought like, and he was a Capricorn. He was a December Capricorn. I'm January. And he and I fought like a mug from here to Oxford and from Oxford into Cairo because, well, it was in New York, because we had a problem. We had a difference of opinion about Egypt. And he says, oh, Egypt was fair, even fair to women. And I was like, no, it was not. And we were going back and forth, right? And then, some of the people was like, how was she, they would say, why would I talk like that to the elders? And he was like, no, 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 she's very respectful, but I like her. I like the banter because I always talk to my elders. I want to know what's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the mother freaking secrets. I'll figure the other stuff out as I go along. But there's some stuff that goes along, that goes with them when they become ancestors, that we need to have so that we can continue to shine, if you will. Yeah. Yep, he is. Definitely. Okay.
So look, you just said something. There is a big difference, isn't it, between a December and a January Capricorn, isn't
Very
it?
much.
See, and I
Very
be
much.
saying it all the time because I know I am nothing like a Jay Wilson.
No, you're not.
I am an April Aries.
He's April, isn't he?
Nope, he March.
He's March. There's another March Aries, but I ain't going there. I'm not doing that.
We nothing alike.
No, you're not. Not at all. Nada. That's all good. Oh, Dr. Francis. Yeah, and Ashra. Okay, you know Ashra Quasi. Oh, look, sunshine over here. Listen, son. If you something happened to your job, don't worry about it. But we got you because you over here. You yes, indeed. You dropping all the gems, all the stuff. Yes, she's dropping it. Cause these were the brothers and sisters that really, I'm telling you, they grounded me. You understand what I'm saying? They grounded me. Don't think that everything black people did and touched and are about was all good. Like, I don't
Mm-mm,
romanticize over that
mm-mm,
bullshit. These people, we kings and queens, we can't do
mm-mm,
anything wrong. You're a freaking liar.
mm-mm.
You
I ain't
nasty
going.
bastard. You nasty bastard. Why don't you just go ahead and try to make sure that you wipe your butt. Wipe your butt right, okay?
I'm not going because I see how we are today. So
Right. Right.
we ain't we ain't we have not went that far beyond. We haven't. Cause like I said, one of my favorite studies is history. And I've seen black women go through some of the most horrendous things back
Yes.
then
Yes.
as we go through today.
Hmm.
So, and then back then, I don't know, I think we done got a little bit stronger.
Yes.
But cause the things that I've read, I be like, girl, how in the hell? But different times, different times,
Different times. Yeah.
different times.
Hmm.
But guys, we've been on here for I can't believe we've been on here for 3 hours.
Ooh.
But this has been a very pleasant conversation.
Hmm.
And we probably got up to and we got up to like 16 people in the chat. I do appreciate everybody who came in and we had this conversation. Look,
Yes.
my email is in the chat.
Got it.
And if anybody wanna, teach me some stuff on how I can
Hmm.
get to the next my goal,
Mm.
because at the end of this conversation, we started talking about the things that really is important to me.
Right.
And that is tracing my history and who I am.
Right.
That's me all day.
Right.
Do you know how much I hit that census email? I mean the website. I'm always on
Wow.
that census website.
Really? Okay.
Cause I'm looking for my people. I'm gonna tell you one thing, and now we're gonna close out because we've been saying bye forever. But you know how you have your family and they try to tell you, but our people are this and this and this, and I be want proof. I want proof.
Absolutely.
You can't just tell me this. How you gonna prove this to me?
Right.
Now I do know my grandfather. I do know him. And I don't know, maybe he was a mutt because he was a mixed breed. He was mixed. I say that.
Hmm.
So maybe he was a mutt. But I want to know where it started.
I agree.
And I have to go to Tennessee and look at those people. My
Yes,
last
you
name,
do.
I'm finna say it.
That's what you got to do. Seriously.
I gotta go to Tennessee.
Tennessee.
And you know what? When I was little, I'll say when I was little, when I was younger, we would go to our family reunions in Tennessee, and it would be black and white.
Wow. Okay.
It would be black and white people at this family reunion.
Okay. Okay.
But when we would have it here in Georgia, it would just be the black family. So they still in Tennessee.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
need to go get my check right.
Yeah, you you need to go get homegirl right there.
Sunshine.
No, the dog.
Oh no, she barking because my brother just came in.
Oh, okay. She's
Yeah,
having a good time.
she got to make sure we know somebody else came in the house.
I love it.
But I will talk to y'all on a later date.
Just so you know, January Capricorns are December Capricorns are a little bit more civilized and a little bit more
Wait,
refreshing.
you don't have to tell me. My daddy' birthday is January the 6th.
Okay.
He just got kicked out the hospital.
Right, that's what we do. We get kicked out of stuff. The hell? Why we want to stay somewhere and then that just no, that just authenticizes other people. Bump that. I want to get kicked out.
My dad was in the ICU for 4 weeks. And when he came to his senses, he told them heifers, y'all are not finna put me on no dope.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
So you ain't coming in here to get no blood. You
Mm-mm.
not coming in here
Nope.
to shoot no medicine in me. You
Mm-mm.
ain't coming in here to do this. And I'm like, Daddy. And he was like, shut up. And
Right.
I was like,
I'm doing this.
and them people called me and they said, you gotta come and get your daddy. Cause he done call everybody bitches. I'm like,
Ooh. Yeah, we are uncivilized. January Capricorns are uncivilized. We yeah.
So no, I know the January Capricorns. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta tell.
Mhm.
But it's been a really good ride. I had a good time. Y'all actually calmed me down because I had gotten my fifis over the breast cancer stuff. And then we changed up the dynamics of the conversation to get a little messy. And then we came to back to our senses, and we discovered a few things about what we can actually do and discuss and talk about.
Exactly. That'll Lordy
He
and stuff.
said the new Prey movie on Hulu kind of touched these subjects with Native American. You know, that's what they try and say, Sean, is with them too. They try and say that them white people that I seen in Tennessee, they Native Americans. I said they don't $5 Indians. But we'll get on different. We'll talk about that on a later date.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that. So I'm gonna go and
The
look at
new
that one.
predator. Got it. Hmm.
I'm gonna go look at that one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
Enjoy.
gonna go look at that one. But I've had a wonderful conversation with you guys, and I appreciate y'all for entertaining me and allowing me to entertain you. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, like the video on your way out. And it's been real. Good night, TC. I thank you so much for hitting the link. And don't be a stranger.
I won't. Thank you.
Cause we're gonna talk about this some more, okay?
That'll work. I appreciate it. That's what I want to talk about.
Email me so we can figure out our topics.
Okay. You
All right.
got it. All
All right.
right.
Bye,
Talk to you.
y'all.
Good night to the chat. Thank you. All right, sister. I'll be good.
You too.
Peace.
Peace.